This is some good shit. Oh man, am I fucking stoned? Hey, you guys hear that?
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I am fucking stoned too. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, me too. Always.
Happy birthday, Andrew. Up in the chat. Apparently, people. I don't know. 8:30 means 8:30, not 8.
Yeah, I see that every week.
We're pretty much 8:30.
Yeah, we're pretty much
7:30.
8:30. Once in a while, we'll do 8. I mean, come on.
And it's whoever's coming on.
We're really high.
Yeah, whoever's coming on, it's usually we like to tell them 8:30 or 7:30 Central. But if they got, some people are regular people. They got regular jobs and stuff. So
yeah. So what I like to do usually is, my buddy Josh runs the Ohio Grudge Show, and he does one usually every Monday. And I like to give him some time on his show before we jump on, So it's usually 8:30. Once in a while we do 8, and that's probably based off something the guest needed to do or said he couldn't be on too long, or I don't know, we're just fucking high, man. Like,
I'm fucking fat right there.
This is the smoke show. I mean, we're gonna be late sometimes. We're gonna be off. I'm actually proud that we've been making 8:30.
Yeah, and Jasper was almost having to roll his own tonight.
Dude, I was, and then Big Matt showed up. The real Matt Jones,
the real one,
not the one that I raced this weekend. But no, just kidding. That other Matt Jones is sweet too, and his truck's amazing. I love you, Megan. I love you, Ryan and Eric. They are amazing too. Their video, if you don't watch, is it Casey Max or the Firebird?
Casey Max, the Firebird.
Casey Max, right, on YouTube, or the Firebird. I'm screwing this up. Megan's gonna kick my fuck. Casey Max, there it is, right there. Casey Max, the Firebird on YouTube. Man, their videos are so good. Like today they released their one, like Lazy Sundays or whatever. I thought they probably should have started it with like the Lazy Sundays rhyme from The Office with Michael Scott and Dwight. But they killed it, man. I love watching them because I have a big family too. So seeing how they interact and stuff is amazing.
I think that's what I said. I think. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. No, Limpy, you were spot on.
Maybe. I know I was high. I know I'm high, but
I get to claim that. I was really.
I know
high.
I'm high, but
she promised me amazing cupcakes for War in the Woods.
What again?
You know it. Know it. It shuts the Christmas cakes right down too. Like it used to be Christmas cakes, but once she brought those, like the game changed. Like the Christmas cakes were trash. And she knows that we're high, so she knows what's up. E's and B's up in there.
Hi, how are you?
See, he knows what's up.
I'm high. How are you?
That's so great too. Everyone should be listening to the E's and B's podcast. Everyone is probably wondering why Lance Hardwood here today went with this sick mustache.
Hold on.
Whoa. I am sorry to every lady out there today that has to watch this. And I'm happy for every lady that is going to bone their husband tonight because they are so turned on by this mustache. So you are welcome. The mustache is here, though, for a special reason. I got a new sponsor today, one that I am dude, that was a sick stash, too. I didn't even remember that had a stash. That is a better one. So there's a reason behind the stash. So I got a new sponsor today. Nitrous Express sponsored the car. That's right. I'm super pumped on this. They are our style of people. Poland and Brent and Jimmy, dude, those guys love to have fun.
Not Jimmy Dale no more. No
Jimmy Dale. Oh,
well, he's still good, but he don't.
He's still running Nitrous Express, right? I mean, he knows what to run. So either way, he
don't partake in the after safety activities anymore.
Brent and Poland did a show today that they do one, I think, every Monday through Nitrous Express, like an hour show. Really good show. They kind of recap everything, go over any of the drama. They're our style of people. Like, they are hilarious. They're lighthearted. Racing is life to them, like us, but at the same time, it doesn't, like, if, you know, we're not doing well or whatever, they take it in stride. So to me, this was a giant sponsor just because they're the right kind of people. So we've actually been offered tons of sponsors in the past, and even this year, that, you know, we are honored that they wanted to sponsor the car. But if you don't fit us, you know, like, I want people that we agree with, companies that, you know, support races, support racers. I say that every show. Nitrous Express is one of those companies. That they're constantly sponsoring events. They're helping drivers. They have unbelievable customer service, like on a fuel tech level customer service. So I was so pumped today when we got that sponsor while they were doing their podcast. Go watch it, the NX podcast. I'm sure you can find that on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and Rumble, I'm pretty sure. And it's really good and informative. You should be watching all these things rather than stupid TV or some dumb sitcom or some reality TV. Go watch YouTube race videos. They were all rocking stashes today. So when I looked in the mirror and thought, you know, I got enough hair to pull this off. So in honor of Nitrous Express today, we are rocking the stash. Like, did you see how I went to the left there? Like, I got Magnum and Blue Steel on lock.
You got that. I think you might have been a runway model at one time, right?
Yeah, didn't I like post some photos at War in the Woods when I was driving Jeff's car there, the old white one?
Yeah, and then you got like you're walking, and then you had like your heels break or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got this guy coming up down here. He can't. Hold on, can he hear us? I don't know if he can hear us. He might be here. I don't know. Fuck it.
I think he can hear us. We're gonna hope he can hear us. Yep, he's nodding heads.
There he is.
What's up?
Come on, man. You didn't bring the hat. I didn't bring the hat. People are going to start worrying about, like, if I'm going on this show, I need to look at like what kind of selfies I have or pictures I have of myself, because they might use something like that.
Oh
man, that picture was so old.
I first seen it and I was like, what the hell has he got on his head? And I was like, that's a hat. I said, let me try to see if I can crop this out, and you can still see the hat.
Jasper, what you got going? You like an 80s porn star.
Yeah. Like I was saying a second ago, we got a new sponsor, Nitrous Express, the only nitrous system anyone should be running. They were rocking stashes today on their NX podcast, so I thought I'd do the same thing.
That's right.
I was super pumped. Like I said, that company is such a great company and so many amazing people involved in it. Like even the people they help, like Stephen Little and Callie Nate was a big part of them. Just great group of guys. So if I got to rock a stash for a show or two, we just might have to do that.
It seems like they sponsor a lot of events and stuff.
Yeah, and I say this every show. I say this, man. Like, people need to support the companies and the people that are supporting us. Like TRS, how many events is Jeff sponsored? Like so many that aren't even his. Like, gives money on top of the purse. Like, that's a guy I want to support. Mark Clark at McCormick Racing. Like, that guy has been helping the drag racing community in all angles, from bracket to radial to no prep to big tire to everything, man. Just dirt, just everything. Like, donates to all these events, sponsors tons of drivers. Detroit Battery is another company that does that. Man, you know, like Bipolar too is another company that sponsors tons of events, and and helps everyone out. Like those are companies you need to support, in my opinion, because they're the ones supporting us. You know what I mean? I don't really see Summit Racing sponsoring any of our shit, giving a rat care about anything, no prep. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, for sure. I buy from a lot of people, and I buy from a couple people that I buy a lot from, I guess I should say. And yeah, they ain't sponsored their thing. So, but no, that's it. I mean, the people that sponsor and the people that, you know, look out for these events that we go to, that's who everybody needs to be buying from. But, you know, I don't know. It's not very often that I call somebody and say, "Hey, how much is this?" Usually I call and say, "How fast can you get it to me?"
Yeah.
Thank you. Amen.
That's my biggest concern most of the time is who can get it to me the fastest.
Yeah, and that was the same deal today. Like I called them to get a nitrous kit. So I've wanted to for a while, you know, almost have like what would be like, I call it a blitz button because of John Capizzi, which Capizzi Automotive is another amazing sponsor I have that does all my transmission works to the point that I don't even ever think about I don't even think about it. It's just in my car and works like for 800 passes. And then I get it pulled out and rebuilt. And they're like, I wouldn't even rebuild this. Like if I'd known this is what it looked like. So Capizzi Automotive out of Holland, Michigan, Ethan and John, everyone knows them. Just amazing people. But yeah, I just constantly try to support the people that support us. And I'm not saying you don't have to go to Summit sometimes. Like I still order things from some, you know, some people just don't have gaskets on hand or have this or that. But like when it comes to a big thing, you know, like a shock purchase or something, I'm going to look up someone that supports us. And I have people ask me all the time, like, here's another like good one I get asked a lot is I run afterworks shocks on the Mini Cooper and have ran afterwork shocks on my Mustang. And then I now run Jeff's stuff on my Mustang. We do still have the afterworks on the Mini Cooper. Both Ron and Jeff were amazing human beings. Like I never once had any sort of flaw with my afterworks, just like I haven't with Jeff. Just Jeff's one of my best friends in the entire world. I'm supporting my friends. So like it was no hard feelings when I switched to TRS, but when people constantly ask me, you know, which one would you run? My answer is never this or that. My answer is call them both. And the guy that you feel you have the better connection with, or that is telling you what you want to, you know what I mean? Like you're having a better relation, go with that person. Like get a feel for it. Taking my word would be half retarded in my opinion. Like, or I shouldn't use that word or whatever.
He said it.
Super stupid.
Wow. So, what's the deal? I forgot. Well, you usually do it.
Now we're going to start it off by Justin. Give us a rundown how you got into this, why you chose no prep over maybe bracket or radial, and what got you into cars coming out. Just a little rundown, what you drive, what you got going on.
So I come from dirt track. I race dirt track a lot. When I lived in Iowa, especially. But when I moved back south, I was born and raised in Mississippi. But when I moved back to Mississippi, around here you got to travel 2 or 3 hours, which I guess ain't bad considering I travel 9 hours all the time for freaking drag racing. Man, just couldn't find a group of guys we wanted to race with here, and I got tired of beating body panels out all the time, and I never even been around drag racing, and a buddy of mine had a car, and I went to track with him, and that's the problem with any bad habit. The first time you go around it, then you're buying it. So my advice is if you don't want to spend the money,
don't show up.
Watch where you go in life. But I started out building one, and it just wasn't fast enough, or, you know, the process wasn't fast enough. So then I bought, you know, a little car, and then the reason I chose no prep is I can't afford to radial race. I mean, even no preps thing got crazy, you know, but you can still take, you know, a medium budget car and compete on, you know, a lot of these surfaces. But I ended up going into partners with a couple buddies, Joey and John, back whenever the Civil War races were going on, and we had 50 Cent. There was 3 of us in on it, and then it got to where I wanted to go fast, and I wanted to have 2 chances to win, so that's whenever I ended up buying the old Boston George car. And
which is a favorite of mine. Eric is an amazing friend of mine that has been a friend of mine since the first race I ever went to. Eric was there with that car. So I always
we bought it, and we done pretty decent with it. Went to KD, and then we put it up, through the woods up there, and it totaled it out basically.
That's actually the first time I ever met you.
Yep.
I was the guy in the golf cart that gave you a ride to the trailer. I'm serious. Man, I don't even know if you know that, but I come flying.
I didn't know
because we were on the big end, and you run out, and you were like, "Get me to my trailer, man!" Like, and I figured you were grabbing something like an extinguisher. I didn't know. Ran you down to the trailer and sat there, and you come back out and ran you back up.
Man, I was so pissed.
Yeah, you were.
I was more mad that I won the race and couldn't go no further.
That is how it is.
And then I ain't gonna lie, it was a long 12-hour ride home. It was a long ride home, but
that was a wild race.
What made me mad is, so we thrashed on the car. I had a bent rod and piston. Thrashed on the car, got it together, went to a local shootout here by the house, and won Friday night. We're like, hey, we're going to KD. Put them in the trailer, drive all night to get there, go to back it out of the trailer, hit the button, and it's locked up. Every cylinder's full of water.
Holy shit.
So I tore the heads off that first night we were there. I didn't even race. They raced 50 Cent, and I was doing the heads in the pits all night long. Got it ready for the next day, and then the car was doing awesome. And then that happened.
God damn.
Yeah, it was rolling that day too. Like, that was a cool race. That was a pretty gnarly race. Like,
that was exciting. So, that was the end of Boston George. So I built a new car, and we ended up using the motor, the transmission, and the rear end of the car. That's all we could keep. It fried the Dominator and all the electronics. Whenever it hit the tree, the 16 volts went through everything, 5 volt, and just fried everything.
Oh, shit.
So built the new car, and then that motor had an Athena gaskets on it. So I eventually went to a motor with top fuel hoops, and, I still run the same style motor. But we built a new car, and, man, it's been phenomenal. It's worked for us. It really has. We've done fairly good with it. And then now we done built the green car back. So
yeah, I noticed that. What, you were driving a different car this weekend? Elaborate on that.
Yeah, I had the 50 Cent car back out.
That's a bad piece there.
Man, we done good at Kentucky. We drew Todd Spears second round, and he laid a lick. And
that's Todd Spears. Like,
yeah. So and then
talking about
in Big Tire, we had the tune-up figured out, and the car died on the line. Got it fired back up, made a lick, got to the other end, and the shifted in the first, transmission locked up. So I think we broke the transmission beforehand, and then it just it made a hell of a lick though. And
yeah, it looked fast.
So I got home and took transmission out and figured out to pull the oil filter, and because it had 35 pounds of oil pressure at cold idle when I pulled it in the shop, and I ate every bearing in the motor at the same time. I guess when the training went out, it took the thrust out, and so now we'll probably have to miss butt naked, unless I can find a motor to buy between now and then.
Yeah, that sucks.
And this time of year, it's bad on getting parts and everything. Even you're lucky to find anything because everybody wants to hold on to it because nobody knows what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm so torn, man. I like the little LSs, but I also want to go big block. If I'm gonna spend all this money again, I'm trying to, compete with, your Ryan Mitchells and Rob Elmore's and Isaac Preston. How about him? Go from no prep to running 373. He makes me want to sell every damn thing.
No, those guys are crazy, man. Like,
dude.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Those guys are so good at so many different kinds of racing. Like, it's pretty wild.
You know, we hit 490s for the first time, and I'm excited as hell. And these guys are over here doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like
on the back tires.
Yeah, like trying to take flight. There you go. Ease and Bees is pushing for you right now. Someone on here's probably got one sitting around. So, what are some of the big events you're shooting for?
Butt Naked was on my list, and then War in the Woods.
All right.
That's probably my two big ones I'm focused on right now as far as traveling. I would like to make the what is that? The comeback over in Virginia Happy's doing on that track that they just reopened.
Yeah,
or getting ready to open back
really
up.
Cool one too.
Yeah, I'd like to make it, but I don't know with it being so close together. It's hard for me, man. That's what sucks about where I'm at. You know, I'm literally 15 miles off the water, so there's a handful of tracks within 30 minutes of me, but a lot of them don't do no preps that often. And then everything else, minimum 4.5 hour drive for me to get to the first place that does any kind of no prep. And that's only very rare, very rare. Other than that, I mean, the closest no preps are usually 6 to 8 hours from us. So it's hard to go every weekend or try to make every race, you know.
Well,
so
yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Did you see Truly?
Yeah, that was wild.
Went 5.4s on a hard tire today or this weekend.
Yeah, he posted a video with the clocks on and went 5:45 at what, 147 or 145 or something 147.
That's just crazy.
That's insane.
We was talking about it today, and there's really it's hard for any blue collar racing anymore. Everything has gotten so
he just ruined hard tire for 500 people in the country. Were just like, well, there goes hard tire. What's Daily looking like?
Them guys is flying too.
No, it don't stop. I tell people all the time, you know, there's always going to be someone killing it, and no matter what you do, someone that's pushing the boundaries and finding out what works, you know. And he's one of those guys. He's such a really good guy too. We had him on here, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's super intelligent, and he would do good in any class he entered. If he entered small tire tomorrow and started going hard at that, I would be bummed out. I would wish he went back on.
And that's just it. You can't punish them guys. And that's the problem. You get these guys doing good, and then certain promoters want to try to make rules against them. You know, man, they worked on their program to make it that way.
Yeah,
you know?
And he knows where he knows where Selene to stay in too. He knows he can't compete with the. He said, "Because I might can do True Street." He goes, "But I can't hang with the small tire guys." He goes.
Well, that's like Boston Lee. I built that car for True Street. Whenever I totaled out Boston George, you know, I built a full all steel, all glass interior back seat. I still got the back seat and everything in that car. I built it for True Street because I really didn't want to compete in small tire. Well, we just started killing the class locally, so that's why we decided to put fiberglass doors on it and go back to small tire racing because I didn't want to kill the class.
Yeah.
And now, you know, a lot of people are changing to E85 on True Street. And
yeah, that's a tough one, man. How do you feel on that rule? Not letting meth in or letting meth in, or?
So I understand the point behind it, but what I don't like is so many cars has built their stuff around True Street, and then now we're changing it again. You know, so it's a toss up. You know, I understand why they're doing it, but you know, that's like certain people they'll limit twin turbos. Okay, you can't have twin turbos, but they have no rule against what size Pro Charger you can have. You know what I mean? What sense does that make?
Or they're letting, or you can't have math, but you can run, you know, C123 or, you know, 116.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly have no comment on it. I don't race that class. I don't pay enough attention to it.
Yeah.
So
No.
Well, and
I
the
guess
thing is you can change it. I mean, they say you can still. I mean, you can't buy. What about X like at 98? You can't buy that out of the pump, but it's still legal. There's like, what about M5? I mean, if it says no M1, what if I show up on M5?
Yeah. What about nitromethane? Like
Exactly.
you never mentioned
so,
it. No, I'm with
what you got to
like,
do is you just pick the biggest race and go win it. That way, whenever they do change it, you got enough money to redo your car.
Is Jesse smoking for you, Justin?
Oh, I'm sure he's smoking.
Man, I love those guys.
I'll smoke to that.
Yeah, they're a good group.
I can't afford to do both. I don't know how Jasper does it. You can't race and smoke.
I grow my own. That's how
I grow my own. That's what I grow my own medicine.
At the rate I do it, man, if I wasn't making it, we'd be in trouble. I'd have had to give up that or race. One or the other would have to go. But yeah, I get lucky. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I really feel about it. I guess what my opinion would be is if we're trying to make True Street the new class for people to jump to that feel small tires too crazy, and then yeah, maybe we got to do something. I don't know. But I mean, having a back seat, like, isn't that part of the rules or no?
I don't know. Most people say backseat delete's okay, but I mean, my car has one, so.
I almost think like if you adopted some sort of almost all steel, all glass type category or something. I don't know.
And then you see them mofos running 410s and all steel, all glass.
I told him I was just going to get rid of the M1, but I was going to put in a Noonan and then go E85. So I mean, if I put in a billet Noonan block on E85, I could probably make just as much.
Oh God, you could. Yeah, no. The I don't think switching from meth to E8. The only thing in my mind that you're really losing there is you've now added a intercooler and a radiator somewhere weight wise, and usually you're going to mount that radiator in the back. So like, who cares?
Yeah. Well, I could use the weight on the front anyways. I got a William problem, so I mean, it really wouldn't. If I really wanted to, do the work to switch it up, it wouldn't cost me much. I mean, obviously the fuel system's bigger with methanol, so you already got the fuel system. All you literally have to do is cut in, an intercooler. Buy you a good intercooler, and if you spend the money on a good intercooler, it don't matter. You can make enough horsepower to dominate True Street.
That's how I feel. Like, and then if you're now limiting the fuel there, what's a nitrous car might as well just never enter.
Yeah, but see, they're not limited in that fuel. You can run C16 and C23. They're only limited. Okay,
so it's just a no meth, and so the people with meth are complaining that you're letting the other fuel in. Yeah, I don't think
exactly.
I don't know.
Like my thing is throw a cruise on it and actually enforce a cruise rule. If a car can cruise, get with it.
Yeah, and not no little 20-mile cruise. I'm talking like a 50-mile cruise.
Well, like 26 miles is what they did last weekend. Through town and all that. If you go through town
and stuff like that, yeah. But
most
of them just get on the highway and most of them just get on the highway.
And I think it should be like a mandatory deal, and it shouldn't hold up the race. If the race driver's meet starts at 3, True Street should be checked in by 1, cruise should be by 2, and as soon as we get back, we're at driver's meet and we're good to go. Mm-hmm. Like, it's something to do beforehand, and if you're not there on time, then you don't get in that class. But I think if they implemented cruises back in, it would take a lot of your daily driver cars that's super fast out. It would take your True Street cars out that's super fast. I mean, it would knock them guys back down. The only thing that would suck is for your nitrous guys that's running primary race fuel and don't have a secondary tank for like driving. I mean, it's going to cost them $150 to go for the cruise, but.
When we used to do no trailers here, Bo used to have Anonymous back in the day. He had big block. I'd say it's big block, but it was Anonymous. But it was a nitrous car, and I think he ended up winning like it was like $100 buy-in, and it was like 12 cars or something like that. And he goes, hell, I spent most of this just on fuel today because we drove probably like 100 and something miles that day. And he was like, man, if this didn't work out here, I was done. I was like, I'm tapped out.
Yeah. I mean, my little loves nitrous, and I don't run it that often because of, cost of nitrous and fuel. I don't see how them guys do it. Like they say turbo is expensive, but I mean, I feel like the way I race anyways, within 2 months, I can pay for them turbos for what I'd spend in fuel and nitrous because we race a lot, I don't get how they can be nitrous, man. Them things is, whew.
Yeah, to me too. I don't, the nitrous is a lot. We're adding it right now, which I think is awesome for us. I wish I could afford nitrous. Like, nitrous to me is the coolest power adder there is. I mean, are you serious? Like, I can go make a test hit down the street and shoot fucking 5-foot flames out the pipes. Like, dude, you thought this porn stash was picking up chicks. Wait till you show your chick that your car shoots 5-foot flames at night. And the other guy next to you popped and banged and had to bump all around and then didn't shoot any flames and was quiet. Like,
yeah,
nitrous is the shit. Like, I love it.
I mean, like $8 to $10 a pound. I mean, some people's getting mother bottles a little cheaper, but your average cost is $8 to $10 a pound. And then you got $120 pail, 5 gallons of fuel. Then you got to change freaking spark plugs like they're going out of style at $4 a piece. Like,
it's both ways too, because like Jeff Thomas runs nitrous, and I'm close in that system. Same with Mark Mauser and like Chicken Hawk, and I'm very close to them in both their scenarios or watching them work. Man, dude, they actually make it. They're the ones making me think it's possible. Like, they've got their tune-ups so good that they don't really burn up plugs very often. They check them a lot, but they don't. They hardly ever have to change plug. Like, if you get it dialed in, it's not that bad. Like, it really isn't. And I don't know how to like factor it up because I know nitrous is a much cheaper build to get going. You know what I mean? We're like, if you really add up the so for someone that doesn't know how to do it all themselves, for me, this isn't that big a deal. I know how to tune my own car. I know how to set it all up. I know how to, I have my neighbor Bobby across the street that'll weld all my pipes. You know what I'm saying? So someone that has to take their car to a shop and have a turbo kit built, buy wastegates, buy a turbo, buy a blow-off valve, pay someone to tune it, probably pay, that person 2 or 3 different times to have like things done to the tune or whatever, readjust my 2-step. Fuck, it might be as much as like, it might take you 3-4 years of racing nitrous to catch up to those prices, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not smart enough.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I couldn't do what I'm doing without my tuner. I mean, Joey, he helps me. He helped me build the car. And he tunes on it. Without him, I mean, yeah, we'd be paying somebody, to get tuned right and all that. I mean, they both got their pros and cons. Best way to get into racing though is to buy a turnkey car. Yeah. Everybody thinks built not bought. Hell with that. You're going to spend double the money to build one versus if you just went out and bought one.
Oh, for sure. I say that all the time. And like, I'm one of those people too. Like, if I went out tomorrow, I have no shame whatsoever. If I went out and bought Frankenstein tomorrow, I wouldn't even touch it. And if someone asked me, what is that car? I would be like, Frankenstein? What do you mean? I bought Frankenstein. Like,
yeah.
If I could afford it, dude, this is no lie. So at the turn and I swear to God, at the turn and burn event that Preston's and Beater Bomb and all them showed up, Hate Tank and shit showed up to last year. Jeff Berry, who owns the new car we've been building, his dad legit walked right up to Isaac Preston and asked if they would take $200,000 for that car right now. And I promise you on my life, that dude wasn't joking. That dude would have drove 40 minutes back to his house and came back with $200,000. And they said no.
That's me. Like, if I was to get back in this today and I had the money, that's what I would do. I would go up and find a car that's competitive and say, hey, how much you want for it? Right here, right now. You're not taking it home. Like, I want to buy it right this second.
And even still, it isn't like you're going to take that car and go do what they did. I mean, their work that they've put into this, figuring out where the bars need to be for this surface, what the tire likes for this surface, what the suspension set, you're still going to have to figure all that out. So it isn't like you just bought a car and, well, bam. But I'll tell you what, like, I'm not stupid. Dude, Frankenstein compared to my car, and like my car's a double frame rail, fucking removable floor Mustang. Like, there is a big step up if I bump into Frankenstein. And if I had money right now, that's what I would buy. Or I would buy Mark Meeke's old fucking Malibu. Or I would try to buy Golden Gorilla that Jake Blaine was listing not long ago. You know what I mean? I would jump. If I had the money, I would jump on that right now. Like, I do not have that. I have to build it myself. Now, like, we've built cars ourselves in this garage, like the orange car that is now Jeff's that's been, updated. We originally, just made all that. Or, the white car was literally just a tub, a Cobra-like tub that when I got it. And then we put a cage. Matt Munson helped me put a cage in it. And Robbie at Bobby Built fucking welded everything in it. Bipolar did some tubs. But, like, that car was, like, built, but I could care less. I'll go buy one tomorrow and be completely happy and could give a fuck less what anyone said. Like, I would way rather buy. It is so much cheaper. Like you said.
Yeah, we built both.
Economically cheap.
I mean, we didn't build 50 Cent totally, but we did do a lot of, updates on it whenever we acquired it. And then my car, Joey actually built it for the original guy, put the cage and all that in it. And then I bought it. That's how I actually met Joey, is I started paying him to tune it. And then we've built it to what it is now. But, I mean, yeah, it's, you know what you got. But at the same time, man, it's a lot of time, effort, and a lot of money to build one versus to go buy one, That's what I'd do. I'd buy one, and I'd spend the extra money to pay, hey, I want tune-ups. I want anything you can give me with this car.
Yeah, no, I would definitely hope I could get some info. Like, if they would have said yes, I would have been
You definitely have to have fuck you money to throw at it, Yeah, it's going to take a lot of fucking money to get.
To me, $200,000 is fuck you money, and they they were like, no.
You figure how much money they made? How much figure they made on that in a year?
But
I went back up and asked him, because Jeff's dad came over and was like, I'd probably give him more. And I went back over there and said, hey, just what would it take? Like, how much do you actually want for this thing? Because this guy would probably buy it. And they legitimately said, I don't want to sell it. Like, we're not really interested in selling this right now. Now, I'm not saying that if Jeff's dad would have walked up after that and said, I'll give you $400,000, they wouldn't have said, oh, okay, if you're going to just do something crazy, then yeah. But like, Jeff's dad's smarter than that too. He's a ridiculously intelligent guy. So,
bro, it would take a lot of money to build that car they got there.
Yeah, especially nowadays. I think so many people do not have it. They're living 5-10 years ago when you could build a really nice car for $60,000. Nowadays, that same car at $60,000 is $120 or more.
Yeah,
that plus all the tune-ups plus all the all the bar
every single thing has went up. Tires 5 years ago were $400 out the door.
I mean, how much time invested they got invested in that and knowledge. So knowledge and everything. It costs
every money. 5 month, Weld puts out an announcement. We're raising prices. You might want to buy some rims now. I'm like, bro, when's the one come out where you like, hey man, we're gonna leave prices the same? So isn't that cool?
Dude, I think Holly does a price increase every week now.
And honestly, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm mad at them for it. Like, if the gas money's more expensive and the supplies to make the shit is more expensive, I'd rather them charge me more money than go out of business.
Yeah,
and we end up with no one that wants to do any of this. But fuck, man, can some people come up with a better way than the inflation we have going on? Yes, Brittany, it was Keith Berry's old pro radio car. So 50 Cent is ready to go minus the tranny?
No, training and motor.
Training and
he said
motor.
he got the bearings.
Oh.
Yeah, knocked out.
I'm high, and I remember that.
So
well,
we put
weird
the motor
because I saw that you were selling this whole other car that could go there and win that event, possibly.
No, in 2 weeks. I'm waiting on transmission for it to be freshened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it comes back in time, I may make it.
So if you want to give a quick plug on here for a extremely proven car that's won quite a bit of races that you're selling here, give them a little bit of a rundown. Lippy, you should have one picture of it. I think it was posted in our thing. So if you want to pop that up there and give everybody on here a rundown of what you're selling, because it is a nice piece for the money.
What thing?
So the only reason I'm selling it is because we got the green car now, and you know as well as I do, it takes a crew to run.
Dog, this dude's dogging you. That's so good. I'll leave that comment up for a minute. You looking, man?
Oh, are you talking about the love?
No, the Mustang. Boston Lee.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I said. He's selling a nice proven car that works extremely well.
So the only reason I'm even selling it is because you know as well as I do. I mean, it takes a good team to be able to do this. I mean, it ain't like we can go out and race by ourselves, but you know as well as I do, it's easy to miss everything, and you know, especially me, I got to travel 8 to 9 hours everywhere I go. Well, I got one teammate that he's getting out. He's moving up north somewhere to better himself, so he's gone. So I ain't got him. And then I got my tuner. He's wanting to start slowing down in the next year or two. Well, I'll tell you where my car needs to go. My car needs to go to the Carolinas, where there's backside racing every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, and my thoughts on it, I love that car more than I like 50 Cent at all. But I can take 50 Cent, stay local, and still be able to front side race a little bit on slicks and stuff like that. And I can't do it with my car for what it is without changing it up. I can change it up. The combination will go fast, but, you know, why take where it's built to go and change it all up? You know? I mean, I felt like we proved the car. I mean, obviously we've won a lot, but we proved the car when we went like 6 pair down at Digger Die against Patches and was door to door with him. You know?
It was flying down there.
So even though it went out first round, I mean, to be beside him in the same frame, you know, it proves that car's, you know, got more than.
Especially like when he makes a lift. Like his car made the pass completely. Willing to bet he probably grabbed scrambles. So meaning that his first round tune-up to be anywhere in the ballpark with that guy, especially who's raced there how many times? 1 trillion?
Yeah. Like that's the thing. And I've been there twice and I went out, you know, I went out first round and like I said, I wasn't upset about it at all. You know, we went out there to see where we set against the best. And I felt like, you know, we was pretty there. And then, I mean, we've won a lot of money with the car, don't get me wrong. But it's built for backside. And in the Carolinas, you can race every weekend. You know, within 3 hours, you can race. And here, I can't do that. I got to travel 7 to 8 hours. We got my track that I put a race on once or twice a year that we can race at. But, I mean, what's it look like putting on a race and then winning your own event, you know? So, it's, you know, even though I've never won one there, everybody hates that I race it.
It's
hard. They just hate to hate. That's the problem.
I don't think they understand like how complicated it is to run a race and race in it. I do it up here. Yeah. It is out of this world hard. Like trying to round up these drivers, trying to talk to every fan or track crew that's got a question, to have the flagger where he needs to be, to have the finish line cam and the jump cam and kick the people off the starting line, all while trying to get in your car, look over your log, turn the car around if it's like mine where you're charging it and fueling it and all these things every round. Dude, it's almost impossible to win. Like I've tried this for 2 years at a home track that I have unbelievable data on. And it's like every time at some point I go up for a round and as I'm on the chip, I'm realizing, fuck, we didn't check the tires. Fuck. I didn't recharge this and it's like way low and the fuel tech's probably going to freak out. Fuck, dude, I didn't change the suspension like I was gonna. And I just turned this way up, you know, like all these like things every time, like it's so hard.
They don't realize I don't put the event on because I want to be a promoter. I put the event on so I can have a race once a year within 45 minutes of my house. And I'll be damned if I ain't going to race it because I'll give up the promoting part.
No, literally the same boat I'm in. The track is 10 minutes from my house. And not only that, like this track's like my grandpa raced there. My dad as a kid was like do the wheelies on a dirt bike in between rounds of racing. Like back then it was like a way bigger show. So like in the late 70s, my dad would do like wheelies on a dirt bike the whole length of the track and back. Then when he got older, raced his dart there. So like if I don't show up, it's probably not going to get done. Or if it does, it's not going to be right. And everyone's going to be bitching. And then no one wants to show up. And it's just a lot of shit to try to keep them going. And like I said, then when I race there, it's not like going to War in the Woods where, you know, I got nothing to do in between rounds, but talk to people, you know what I mean? And turn the car around.
Well, and they don't understand, like my biggest fear ain't losing money. I can care less about the money. When I go to put on the event, whatever I'm guaranteeing on top, I'm doing it out of my pocket anyways, and I'm willing to lose that money. It don't matter to me. But one thing I don't want is I don't want racers to travel and nobody to race, and I don't want spectators to show up and nobody to watch. Other than that, I don't care if I make a dime through the gate or not. I'm there to have a good time and race, but I also want the people driving 8, 9, 10 hours to have a field of cars to race and not 8, 10 cars. You know what I mean? That's my biggest stress point, and that's why I do it for 6 months straight. I promote my race because I want it to be a good time for everybody. You know, I don't do it for the money. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't even get paid to do what I do. Legit.
Yeah.
I just let the owner get whatever he can because the event, most of the events, you know, minus the turn and burn one, they're not as big. You know what I mean? And I just want this track to stay there. And I'm going to be there to race either way. So if I got to run it to keep it going and not, you know, charge them $1 million to do it, that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I don't make money on this. Anyone thinking that like, oh, this dude does this because he gets paid, you know, makes $2,500 or makes $20,000 or, you know, and I know both aspects. I know promoters that make a measly $2,000 a race. And then I know, you know, some promoters that make fucking upwards to $50,000. So yeah. I don't make a dime. Like once in a while, Woody's really cool. Woody lets me test there. You know, Woody lets me check shit out. You know, I can use the back of the track and make 60-foot hits to test for a street event or, you know, a back of the track, or I can go there and make some passes and, you know, make sure our fuel cable's working or that new Milwaukee we got is going to work for a pass or how long that battery might run that car. So, you know, that's why I do it. And I'm super grateful for that. I don't need to make a ton of money. I just need a place to race. So I can 100% see what you mean. But anyone that's mad about me racing in it, like all I can tell you is this is the best version of me you're going to get to race. Because you catch me at Uncaged, you catch me at fucking War in the Woods, you catch us at like Small Tire Gangsters, because I fucking swear to God I won't ever miss one again. You're
on your A game.
We're fucking running.
Think about.
You catch me there, and who knows what the hell's going through my head? Who knows who I'm trying to track down? There's times my guys have pushed my car all the way to the lanes. No idea where I am. I'm like dealing with someone in the back that's all pissed off that this True Street car doesn't. I don't think that plate's legit. I don't think he has insurance. Make prove it. And I'm back here dealing with this as they're like yelling for where is Jasper? Like run to my car, throw my shit on in a mad fucking dash, and then try to pull in and make a hit. Like, dude, that's the best version of me to race you can get. So, like,
my teammates has got every time at my events, that's what they do. Same thing. They are getting the car ready. I literally jump out of it in the pits, get on the golf cart, go handle racing. Next thing I know, it's in the staging lanes and ready to make a pass, and I'm stripping down in my boxers in the staging lanes because And that's why I say you got to have a good team with you. I mean, you know, it sucks to get in the car and wonder, did they check the tires, or did they, you know? So like, you know, we have.
I will say this right now. So I do want to clarify this so no one associates this my way. My guys are the fucking best. Like Limpy knows my dudes. Limpy watches my dudes go. I swear to God, I don't care. And I'm sorry for anyone this offends, but it's the fucking truth. The dudes that roll with me to the track are so much fucking better than all your dudes. It's unbelievable. Like everywhere I go, for the most part, there is 4 or 5 guys. Each one of them, when they get there, have their own little meeting and decide, I'm in charge of fuel. I'm in charge of tires. I'm in charge of charging the car. I'm in charge of cooling the car. And so then all I have to do is worry about tune, suspension, like the idea of what I need to do to the car is the only thing I'm in charge of in driving it. And I never have to worry in the burnout box or who's lining me up. It's always someone I know. It's always someone I trust. They're always in my door, like calming me down. Where the problem is me. Like I'm the one that fucks all these things up when I have to also run the race. Like I said, I come running back and didn't even have time to look at the laptop. There's so many passes at the Onondaga races that I never even got to pull my log. I never even got to put another tune in my car. I just prayed that I drew someone that I didn't think I had to turn up for. Like literally, like so many times. Those guys, though, never fail. Like I said like tires. I shouldn't have said tires. Because no joke, I've never pulled into the burnout box and not had my tires where they were supposed to be. Not even once. Like, that's how good my guys are.
Well,
and that's how awesome they
like,
are.
When you're taking somebody different, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have people like that that's dedicated to go with you, and then you're pulling just random people to go, you know, then in your mind, you're sitting in there getting ready to burn out, and you're like, hey, I wonder if he checked the tires. I didn't ask him. Or, you know, so.
No, and I race obviously with a lot of people that do not have it like me. So I know exactly what you're talking about where they're like, I've been asked in the lanes because I'm like 5 pair back standing there watching and they're like about to be the next pair. And I've had them be like, yo, will you check my tires real quick? And like, my gauge is behind the seat. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you want them at? Like, so I feel for those guys. I am just the most blessed human being in racing. Like, it is honestly my biggest advantage I have over anyone we draw is that I know with all my heart that the second tight guys and Joe at Bipolar, like, have my car ready. If anything is wrong, and 70 to 50% of the time it is me. It is me putting the wrong tune in. It was me not taking time. It was me forgetting to change the front or rear shock settings. It was me, or take weight out or add weight.
That's like even driving. I mean, you know, it's 8 to 10 hours to every track we go to. We leave on Friday after work. Then we got to be back by Monday morning. So, you know, we get done racing Saturday night. We strike out, you know, so having people help drive. And I mean, it's a chore. You got to have people that's dedicated. And the thing is, it's not like, you know, when you win, you give them a little bit, but it's not like you can pay people to go with you every weekend. We wouldn't be able to afford this crap.
No, I wish to God. And
you know?
that's, my guys would tell me, like, fuck off. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. We ever win some $100,000, they're taking money. Like, I will force them to take money, but they're usually the same way as what you said. Put this back in the car. Because their life is race cars too. Like, this is what they live for also, whether they're driving or not. Like, that's why I said I am so lucky because you hit on that. It is very hard to find people that want to go blow or even possibly can 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're going to go take off for 3 days. Can you tell work fuck off Friday and go with me?
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I'll buy you a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I got food and I'll pay your way in. And like, you know, like I'm offering essentially nothing. You in?
But a good time.
I swear
we'll have a good time.
They look right over at me and they're like, fucker, you got me. I'm in. Like every time. So I'm so lucky. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, it's just like I said, a crew behind you is the biggest thing. I mean, that makes
like, it. A huge part of when we started succeeding was when the crew like learned what to do. Not me. I tell people all the time, like, the tune of the car and this is all the setup is an art form, or like you're good at that or whatever. But like all I'm doing is letting off a button and hold. Once it comes time to the light coming down, it's all on those guys. If they didn't put me straight, if they didn't put, it don't matter how smart I was. It don't matter if my tune was perfect, my suspension's perfect, everything's perfect. They lined me up sideways. We're fucked. If they line me up out of the groove, or sometimes we line up out of the groove, they don't pick that decision right. It don't matter what we do, we lose. But once my crew started figuring things out, like even this weekend at the race we were at, this was a weird deal. This is a very rare deal that happened this weekend. So this weekend, I only had Bill. And Big Matt showed up. And Big Matt did his job accordingly by cheerleading. So we had just Bill. So that is extremely rare. We do have a good time, Bill. But he made a call, and Jacob is usually my guy in back. So like Jacob Heisler is who is behind my car and usually reading the surface and making the decisions of like, I want you out of the groove this round because it's gooey, or it's just better over here. Everyone's prep splashed out. The 1,000 reasons you might do that. He's the one making that choice. And then this weekend, it was just me and Bill. And that goes to show you how awesome my team is that Bill is constantly, even though Bill is always at the front usually, and like, making sure I'm good in the car and getting my door shut because it's about to fall off and it's ghetto as fuck. If anyone wants to donate some fiberglass doors or have some really cheap ones, I'm interested.
Be a man and run steel doors like I do. Quit getting that fucking fiberglass shit.
For a fact, the new car that Jeff's building is fucking steel doors with power windows. All steel, all glass, including the hood and deck lid. Like real all steel, all glass. But on my pro mod out there, Bill's always making sure the door's shut, making sure, nothing's going on in the car or I need help or something's going on. He don't run the back that often, but that's how they are, is he pays attention to Jacob and what he's doing and what he's saying and asking him questions, even though he don't do it. Like, why are you moving in that he made a call, and a call like that I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just in the car. I do my burnout. He decides after he checked it out right before our run that I need to move him out of the groove. I need to move him over here a little bit. So he moves me over and we killed it. Like it was our best pass of the day. On top of, he realized, because I don't know how long this tie rod problem I had was going on, but like the car wasn't going perfectly straight last weekend. It needs a tiny bit of rear steer. We're going to fix that this week, but he put me to the left a little bit, knowing that this car has done this like bowling ball hook. He lined me to the left a little bit. And here, I'll send Limpy the video because, dude, if you've seen a car go down the track much straighter than this, I'm all ears, because like, and that was a pure, that was the crew that like did, that was Bill that made that decision. And he's normally not even that guy and did that. That's why I said, like, I am so lucky and appreciate those guys so much. That's why when I lose, like you stated, you've went out first round at Dig or Die. Dude, I've drove that far too. I've drove 20 hours before and went out first round without a buyback race. Yeah, and dude, I don't ever come to my trailer and act like I'm pissed off. These dudes, when I show up, man, they're bummed because like they want to win probably more than I do. So like I feel bad for them. I'm just blessed to even be able to own one of these cars from where I started in this world. You know what I mean? Like for me to even own a car of the caliber I own, or even have people like Nitrous Express and Fuel Tech and to do a show with Limpy and stuff, like to me, like this is a dream come true. Like, this is it's fucking awesome. Like, I can't stress enough. Like, so if I lose first round 20 miles from home, I don't give a fuck. I go back and I'm like, bro, we burning early tonight. Let's get up to that line. Let's help any of our boys out that need it. Let's smoke a bunch of weed. Let's see if we can find David, Ray, or Ethan and start gambling. I'm going to lose, but let's do it. You know what I mean?
My problem is I'm always far from home. So if we go out, we got to start heading back. So it's not, hey, let's just enjoy the rest of the night.
Yeah, no, but even still, like, I purposely would never, and I've had to do what you're saying too. Like, I've had to get up with kids the next, or try to be back by a certain time because Kate has to work or something. So we just got to go. But when I do, I'd never get mad when I get back to the trailer when we lose, because, dude, I know how important it is to have these guys here. And I don't want them to ever look at what we're doing as a bad time. I don't want them to be like, bro, I don't want to go back because if Jasper loses, dude, I can't be around that dude, man. Like, he's so pissed off and flipping out about it. You know what I mean? So,
mine's
like,
opposite. My team's like, leave him alone for a minute.
No, a lot of people are like that, but like I said, like, I can't, man. I can't lose him. Like, if I didn't have Bill this weekend, I would have showed up to the track. And like I said, this was my fault because it was so short notice. We weren't going to do anything. I'd already made the call with the crew. Like, the purge got rained out. I'm just going to stay home. And then the fuel cable came, the car ran, it held on the chip. You know how it is. It was like 1 a.m. and I checked the weather. I was like, boom, I hit everyone up and was like, I'm going to Lapeer, man. Who's in? And Bill was like, I am. And everyone else was like, fuck, I got kids. Like, fuck, I got to do this job. You know, like, all great reasons, and couldn't get out of it. And Bill could, so Bill went. But, like, yeah, I need all these things.
I'm the opposite. If I go out because of something dumb, like blowing the tires off, I'm mad. Now, this weekend, tore the transmission up, blowed the motor up, but I was fucking excited. We made such a good lick, I didn't care we went out.
I've been there, too. I've definitely
here's the video.
So, like, yeah, that was perfectly straight. We were going
that
right
ain't no fun. That you ain't got to drive it. You just go straight. That ain't no fun.
I know. I felt like it was slow as shit. It was one of those passes where I was like, well, shit, man, we're going to have to turn up so much. And then I got back and looked at my draggy and was like,
that's the ones you're like, damn.
That wasn't that bad. Like, I was like, shit, all right. So, yeah, that's how important a crew is, let alone, like, when your main guy can't show up for what he does, the other guy, and at least my crew, because like I said, I'm so lucky. I bet 90% of racers don't have that. Like, Ryan Mitchell has Eric, and it's like, I know Ryan would tell you the same thing, that, like, it is such a blessing to have a guy that just ride or dies with you everywhere, knows the car that well. Because, like, that's what made that happen. Like, legit, that's how that pass happened, was because Bill made decisions that I don't even know are going on before I let off the button. Like, we didn't have a discussion about point me to the left, move me out of the groove.
How would you line you up here? Zach wants to know.
You got to ask Bill, dude. I don't know. Like,
them boys is crazy. Zach and them, you see where that car is down there? They race before the 8th mile. They're going around a curve. Yes. Them boys is crazy where they race at. They race around a curve.
Zach.
Yes.
Always send that.
Yes.
Of course, dude. Like, I'm telling you, those dudes, I love those dudes so much. They are literally like the coolest dudes in the sport, probably. Like, they try some wild shit. I'm telling you.
Ain't no worse than that one drag strip that goes, was it around the curve or something like that?
Yeah, that one's way crazy, though. But
that's overseas or somewhere, isn't it?
Sometimes you just got to check if, just go for it and risk life, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know how well you turn with, like, my front tires are like skimming usually. Like, I'd be nervous trying to, like.
I've tested in front of my house and there's a curve, but I can make a good hit before the curve. And going around that curve, at 120, 130 mile an hour on slicks, it does get a little strange. You know what I mean? So
You get out, that seat cover comes with you, huh?
Yeah.
That's only been once. That was at Digger Die.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. So
go through that. Go through that. How was that? How was that feeling?
Yeah.
So it wasn't as scary, or because, you know, so when I pulled the steel doors off and put fiberglass doors on, we started having a wheeling problem. We had already toted the tires across the line at a couple local races for like a foot or so. And I'd been telling my tuner, I'm like, dude, I don't want to take flight like Shannon Poole did. You know, I was like, you know, Todd's done took flight. Shannon's done took flight. And he's telling me, he's like, man, that only happens on the front side. You know, we ain't going fast enough for that kind of stuff, you know. And so I went out. So Friday night, I went to bed. The camper, I was tired. We drove 12 hours. I get a phone call. Hey, is KC Max okay? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm in fucking bed. What happened? You know? Well, he flipped. So the next morning, I come out of the RV. Joey's outside on the buggy. I'm like, I fucking told you this shit would happen, you know? And he's like, oh, no, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was because of his front end, da, da, da. I'm like, man, I don't know. Still, I'm worried about taking flight. When that shit took flight, I was midair saying, I fucking told you so. I told you so. I knew that shit was coming, so it didn't, like, catch me off guard, you know. I was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I bet. They got that.
I know he was rolling, Ryan was rolling before, and then I noticed when he did when it went up, he had the front end on it. So I think the caught wind. The caught wind it forced it up.
And that was the same thing with us. So he told me, he's like, hey, you know, cause we only been to Digger Die, you know, once before that. And the time we went before, they wouldn't let you double enter. If you run big tire the night before, you couldn't run small tire the next day, no matter what tires you were on. So we didn't have but one hit on the car at that surface. So Joey's like, hey, look, I put 10 pounds on the button, but it's on a ramp. So let off of it. When you hit it, let off. Man, I was too close to him. There wasn't no fucking letting off that shit. You know, so it's going up and I'm still on the button like, come on, get to the cone, get to the cone.
That's crazy. Do you think if you ran without a hood, it would have did it?
No. If the hood wouldn't have blown off, it would have come on over. The hood coming off is what got it. And because of that reason, we got loose Zeus's again. We don't run as much Zeus's no more. If it's gonna blow off, I'd rather blow off. But I still run with a hood.
Now I know something like way back in the day when we had Mustangs, and I'm talking like 1999 days. Only a couple companies made hoods, and if you had a fuel injection, like a fuel injected one or whatever, the stock hood, if you put like a GT40 on it with the spacer and everything, that probably did nothing. You'd have to like run these washers in the back of your hood, you know, to keep it up. I used to just run nothing. And the hood would never do anything. You know what I'm saying? It would always just stay on because once it got pressure on the top, you know what I mean? It never was going to blow forward.
Yeah.
So like I never had an issue with it. So like ever since you've done that, that is something I thought about is running my car where the back two Zeus's on the hood, because mine's one of those Sunoco's that go right to the window. I was just going to leave them off.
That's what we did. We just, you know, we figured. So like I put aluminum rivets in my Zeus rails. That way it'll rip them.
Yeah.
You know, because honestly, I want it to come off if it needs to come off. You know, it's not going to come off going straight down the track because the wind's holding it down, obviously. But if the wind gets up under it, it will come off. But I'm so dedicated to running the hood on that car, you know, because we got our reasons, you know. But I hate being a grudge racer too, and that's what I feel like I am with that car because we have to keep it contained, you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the sport's evolving. I mean, it is. So you know, you got every every secret you can. I tell a lot that I piss a lot of people off though, man, because after a race is done, I'll tell my times, I'll show my times. I don't give a damn. You're either gonna beat me next time or you're not.
I'm the same way.
And people get mad because they're like, oh, now people know what I run because I was this close to you. Get the fuck out of the shootout then. Go back to grudge racing if it's that serious.
You still never know if someone was sandbagging, especially in what we do too, where you switch from surface to surface to surface, and even a surface that you've been on before can be completely different the next time you show up. So, like, why would any of this matter? Like, you shouldn't be living. You
got to be able to get down.
Same as
you got to be able to do it.
Same as Truly today, going 545 at 147. You know what I mean? Like, I doubt he's going to do that if you go to the backside of US 41. If you go out to a bare asphalt road, you see what I'm saying? Like, that surface allowed him to do that. And then there's probably a ton of surfaces with no prep races that are very similar. And yeah, that might scare you a little bit, because you've been on a surface like that and can't do that. But that's so awesome. I thought about it and thought, dude, that's a pretty good one. So I went with it. It's from a show, though. What's Lance Hardwood from? Is that from like...
Alexa, what's Lance Hardwood from?
There you go. How I Met Your Mother?
Lance Hardwood is a fictional character from the television series Columbo.
Columbo.
He is a
Columbo?
detective who solves complex murder mysteries. The character of Columbo, popularly known as the Trenchcoat Detective, has become a cultural
Trenchcoat Detective.
praised for its writing, acting, and storytelling.
That's so amazing. So there was like a legit character on Columbo named Lance Hardwood.
I think that was Columbo's real name.
Oh my God.
Or his name, and I don't know. That's
so good.
But I mean, I want everybody to improve their program. So, like if you go out there and go out first round and, like, for instance, up there normally at Dig or Die, you can usually go 6-0s first round and be okay. But I would rather go somewhere, okay, we went 650s and then know that somebody went 580s at the end. So when next time I'm testing, I need to make sure that I can try to run 580s by the end, Like, I don't want somebody showing up thinking that, oh, well, it's going to be 650s to win versus 550s, like, every one of our cars has got the capability of doing it. Getting it to do it is a whole different ballgame.
Thank you. Like, so don't get me wrong. Some of these front side races nowadays, not all the cars can do it. I'll just be straight up.
No, not front side. I mean, front side's gotten
now. If we're
crazy.
On a backside, or even like a place like Onondaga that's a really shitty front side, it's so bumpy and there's fucking giant fucking cracks, all the way down it and shit. Even there, like, so many cars have a chance, they just don't know it. Like, or they're too scared to see what 40 pounds of boost is. You know what I mean? They're running a Versus turbo. It's like a Versus 88 or something. I see this all the time, and they're like, I just can't run that number. And I'm like, well, what boost are you running? And they're like, 25 pounds. And I'm like, well, try.
Well, they ask me all the time, how much boost you run? But I promise you, the boost I run and the boost you run is two total different boosts, and like 50 pounds on somebody's motor is 20 pounds on somebody else's motor. Like, boost is just a number, and them guys is like, oh, I was told not to go over 20 pounds. I mean, what kind of motor you got? And all
this is relative too. Exactly. So, like, we'll use a quick example because I can relate to it. We have a big block now, but I don't know enough about those yet. My LS. So with a stock headed LS compared to the Frankensteins that I have, like, so boost is just a restriction reference. It's telling you the resistance of the, like, how much pressure is coming back because it can't take anymore. Like, so the question becomes, my port is this big and your port might be this big. So 20 pounds in a port this big and 20 pounds in a port this big are two different fucking amounts of fucking power, air, everything about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, the boost number, like, I have people do that all the time too. Well, I mean, you're making 30 pounds. So, like, you know, I'm making 28. Why are we not making the same? Well, because you need like 50 to do my 28 with the heads and the cam and the motor that you have. So like, turn it up, you know, especially like to me, a lot of the guys would like the stock block shit, because we did that for a long time too. Like, we didn't always have, you know, billet shit. We had, you know, a plow motor, you know, out of a plow truck or something, or out of my buddy's fucking express van. I didn't give a fuck. Like, really? Like, those things are $300, $500. If you are crafty enough, you can find them for cheap. And dude, why not? Like, you're just going to try to save it for what? It was always my question. Like, let that bitch eat. Put a diaper on it so you don't ruin the event, because you'll do that about once or twice before everyone hates you. And fucking go.
You know, you talk about shitty front sides with gaps in it. I ain't never seen a front side that looked as bad as KD did. And because when they went down, we ain't never been there. We looked at that thing, and when everybody went down, we started grabbing the laptop. The first pair's down. That is the craziest track as far as you go out there and look, and it's literally goes from asphalt to concrete to a concrete ramp built to get to the next freaking level in the 60-foot. And then that place takes some power. Holy shit, that place will take power.
Yeah, and then like,
if you can get past the 60.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I want to say some things, but like, I don't know. Like, like you just said, I'll tell a lot. I'll tell you what I run. I'll give you direction in what you need to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I prefer this at this bias and do this and do that, and I want my suspension for this on this. I'm not gonna give you everything, and what I give you probably won't even translate to your car anyways, even if you have another Mustang. It's just how it works. Like, they're all a little finicky. They're all a little different. You know, some of these shocks are valve different from brand to brand to brand, even though they claim to be in the same ballpark. So, like, it probably don't matter, but some things I don't keep. But there's some sections of that track that I feel like you have to have your shit a certain way. And that's why you see so many people at, like, 300 feet, like, knock the tire. And it like kind of seems unexplainable, but like, that track is tricky. But if you can get down it, it's fast, like faster. Just like you said, we rolled in there that day too with you and looked at that track, and I was like, this is going to be slow as shit. Like, this is the most bumpy, sketched out, this or that. And I was like, man, I bet most people come here and think you can throw it down because, you know, the starting line looked pretty good. And I was like, this place, and then same as you, dude. I watched the first pair go down and was like, fuck, that was fast. Like,
yep, glad I didn't draw them.
They didn't even spin or not. They just went right down. I was like, okay, yeah, right on back, and like changed the whole setup. But yeah,
man, the number one question that I'm asked is, what bar angle do I run somewhere? What bar angle? What bar angle? What bar angle? That is the most question I've asked, and I can't tell you because I've never touched the bars in that car. We set them when we come out, and my car is the most easiest car if somebody was to want to go race, because there's a book and there's tune-ups with every single track I've ever been to, and I do not touch bar angles. So it's either tire pressure or weight. That's it.
Yeah, a lot of people do that too. We did that forever. I do change at some places. So like for me, if we're somewhere that is 580s, you know what I mean? Like a backside that's real slow or something, I set my bars one way. If we're at a place like, you know, some of these places that are 470s, 480s or whatever, I do set my bar a little differently. But man, I'm with you there that like they're.
And it would make me faster, I'm sure.
I'll give you a really good example because I get asked that question a lot too. And I want to start this off by saying I'm a fucking idiot that smokes a fuck ton of weed. So probably everything I think is absolutely retarded. Now, we do randomly throw drills on and make shit happen out of nowhere that looks like we're intelligent with magic and zip ties. But that's like our specialty, is doing something you're not supposed to do and making it somewhat work and getting lucky. But
Milwaukee,
when it comes to like bar angles and stuff, so like I am super close with some of the drivers and we share information or some of our shit. So I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to say 3 of us at War in the Woods all went 490s on the same round. And I went 490, 491. The guy I was racing on that pass went 490. So I can imagine a lot of people know what I'm talking about. And then the other guy that I'm talking about went 490 also. I was set up with a fuck ton of separation, more than most people would think you should. I guess more than most of your fast people think you'd probably run there. I was running a lot of separation. The guy that I lost to that ran the 490, he was running a ton of squat, like a good amount of squat, probably more than most people would run. And then the other guy was neutral. My 60 was probably around like a 118, which is probably most people are like, holy shit. Like, that's how we figured out how to make my car do that, at least for me. And I haven't had enough testing in all ways because it's so hard to test that much. But I'll get to why I think I have a theory and don't, tend to do that. But I was running a ton of separation, probably around like 150%, 160%, somewhere in that ballpark. I can't remember for sure. I'd have to look. And then the other guy was running a ton of squat and the other guy was neutral. All of us ran the same 490 pretty much. I was at 148 miles an hour. The guy that was racing me was at 156 and the other guy was at 152. So like there's more than one way to fucking do this. On the same track, in the same round, all with different mile an hours, all with different 60 foots, all ended up with the same time. And I guarantee if you go through our cars, we're all running a different gear ratio, like either in the rear or through the tranny. Because I know for a fact one of the dudes is like running
transmissions,
and the other dude was running a 410, and I'm running a 373 at that particular event. We've now switched. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if the bar angles are as important as everyone thinks if they know how to tune for what they're doing. And I guarantee that one of the ways was probably a little better than the others if you really know your shit or could make a perfect run. I'm sure one of those ways is better than the other. But it was funny to me to know that all 3 of us did that with 3 completely different setups.
Well, that's the thing. You can buy 2 identical cars, and you can put them identical with everything, and they're not going to run the same number.
No, they never do. Like I've built.
They never will. They never will. And
like me and Everett's car are fucking very, very, very similar. And dude, I swear to God, they don't act anything alike. Like not zero alike. Like nothing alike. It's unbelievable how off they are. Like, I don't know. I just believe a lot of it is just, that's why I tell most people, get your combo, make as many passes as you can, get really good at figuring it out, then make small adjustments. Like once you feel you've maxed somewhere out, then decide, okay, I'm going to try a little less weight and see if I can still do it. Or I'm going to try a different bar angle and see if it's a little bit better. But I always recommend small adjustments. I mean, unless you're just fucking totally it's doing horrible, then I've thrown the kitchen sink at it before and just switched everything completely. But
that's what I did at Kentucky this weekend when I made that good pass. I was like, hey, we're either going to make it or we're not.
For sure.
So you had to bring the trailer tune in it, huh?
Actually, so I went to Ryan Mitchell. There was 3 of us small tire guys and 3 big tire guys left in it. And the deal was, if a small tire guy won it, there was an extra 1,000 on top. Well, it was already 7,000 to win, so it made it 8. So, of course, I go talk to Ryan Mitchell. You know, like, I'm like, hey, if I make it to this, there's 3 of us left. I'm assuming he's going to win. So I just go ask you, are you going to give me anything if I go out next? If you will, I'm going to throw a tune-up in this motherfucker. If you won't, I'm going to do what I've been doing and save my shit. So that's what we did. We threw a tune-up in it, and we was trying to make it into the next round to get some money.
Hell yeah. No, I kind of did the same thing this weekend. This is funny, that Matt Jones that I raced in that green S10 that he posted that video of. Some sand. I guess a car went before us in testing or one of the other classes and spilt some sand down. And like I said, we showed up with the wrong setup. Like if I was to show up like I wanted to, it would have been 3 inches lower with some Mickeys on and definitely not a DO5. Like that had probably more passes than you're supposed to have on a deal. I would have just been way set up different. He was set up right and ended up spinning in the sand, but shit happens. The guy that went down after him went down, but you never know.
One thing I've learned, I take 4 different types of tires with me everywhere I go.
I don't know, but I'm fucking high tonight for some reason. Were you putting oil in these?
No. You've been looking for the blinks again?
No.
You might tell me fuck them blinkers. Fuck them blinkers.
Dude, I think it's a lie. I have how many pens here, man? Yeah. Fucking 20? And we've now tried all of them. Not one of them blink.
I ain't doing it again because you know why? Fuck
so
them
I swear
blinkers.
to God, it's a setup. It's just them trying to get you to take the biggest hit ever and die.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them blinkers. Blinker is a myth. Okay, there we go.
Boom. I'm fucking.
All right, I'm with you. All right, good.
The next second tight T-shirt's gonna be that right there.
Hey, has that Limpy OG come out yet?
I don't even know, man. I haven't talked to Turn and Burn in a second. I don't know what's going on. I probably should hit them up tomorrow and be like, hey, hi.
So are you going to Happy's Race this weekend?
Yeah.
God, I was so hoping that I wouldn't get asked that, but I'm not a liar. I don't think so.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
We locked in. Man, dude.
Here, I'll show you where I'm gonna be at this weekend.
I don't know. I'll say it because who cares? But unfortunately, my kids will probably find this someday and dog me out later on. But I accidentally forgot that my kid's birthday was like Friday and we were like going to the water park. So I like locked in for it because, you know, we won a bunch of money. And I was like, just like you said, we won this race. So we drove up here. I was like, fuck it, let's get in on this thing. And then I walked in the house like today and she's like, hey, so you're ready for the water park on Friday for Cora's birthday? And I was like, yeah, you know it. And like, soon as I walked outside, I was like, whew, that was a close one. Like, good thing I never told her I might be going to Kentucky because someone would have been pissed off. So yeah, I'm going to probably end up missing that one on accident, which is a bummer because right now our car is doing so good. And man, I'd love to be down there. I think he hit the timer. Is that like the blinker for the podcast? Just every once in a while you go too hard and it drops off. He'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to go like mad. He couldn't have did that right before asking that question.
I tried to tell you, like, no, here.
I know, but
I'm gonna be in Utah.
I figured everyone watching would get a kick out of it because
Vernal, Utah. There's where we'll be.
How high we are, but
oh,
yeah. So
there he is.
I screwed that up, and we're bummed because we feel we have a really good shot, and I love a race like that. A race where no one's been down it, no one has data. No one can say, you know, like I've got 40 passes on this, or you know what I mean? Like those are some of my favorite races, especially on a bare surface, because they can go so many ways. It could get really, really good. It could get okay and just stay that way. It could be really bad the whole time and just not really try to take rubber. I've seen it go 1,000 ways, but yeah, so we're really, really bummed. Anyone watching, that's definitely the race to go to this weekend. A lot of fast cars on the list, a lot of sweet people, big pot. Happy always throws a good event. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
It definitely could be. It could be a Decker Boys type race. I don't think so though, because they're pretty experienced in that, and there's big tire there. So like anytime
they're running small tire first.
I don't know. So first round could be wild, but I promise you, those big tires are going to lay some rubber down, and as long as it'll probably get fast, is my guess. My prediction is that'll get pretty fast by the end. But yeah, I think people are getting hip to all that.
One day I'll figure this shit out.
Hey, we get high all the time. I've like literally started talking about something 3 times tonight, which I don't like ever fucking do, and like completely lost track of where I was or what I was saying, and just kind of trailed off with something. And I don't know if you guys bought that or not, but I'm hoping you did.
Come on, boy. Come on. There'll be
you don't need directions.
You'll go down the bottom of the hill.
Trailer on fire.
And then you'll make it, you'll see, and then you walk like you're walking towards the fence, and you'll see where you'll just smell the aroma.
Follow the smoke. You can see it from your pit.
I'm telling you, if I don't shave this mustache off, just look for the line of ladies just waiting to get a look. That you'll know.
Where's that at too?
I'm sure Sean.
That's at War in the Woods too.
Yeah, that's at War in the Woods. That's so many people have commented on that. I'm pretty sure Sean said he's making another one. So,
oh boy,
do you got a Milwaukee leaf blower now?
Not yet, man. I'm telling you what. They sent me a bunch of shirts and hats and stuff, and supposedly, like they were like, "Yo, talk about it on the show, and we'll try to get you some tools sent up there." So. Fingers crossed, because I love free stuff. Like, I'll take some Milwaukee tools.
I will too. And I need something.
I wasn't lying. Like, the Milwaukee drill pegged the regulator. The Ryobi would only make 80. And I did look it up. They had the same RPM rating. So that goes to show you that one's a little stronger than it says, or one isn't what it says. But the Milwaukee was the better of the two.
Yeah.
What is? Oh boy. Oh. What's
the good question.
What's your question?
You got to give us a story that's like not race related according to No Prep. So you referenced you were a dirt track racer. So like you are more than welcome to use one of those as a story, because I imagine there are some amazing ones, but we need a good one. It can go all the way back to childhood where you guys like jumped off a cliff that you shouldn't have,
be like racing related or anything.
Who knows? Broke into a hotel room that was vacant and let off all the fire extinguishers, and then.
So I'll tell you why I quit smoking weed.
All right.
Hold on. I'll smoke to that.
This is exactly what we're hoping for on this show.
So I used to smoke it, and then I started selling it. So I quit smoking it. And we used to ride four-wheelers, and there was like some big-ass hills straight up, like 65, 70 foot, you know? And we went one time, and I was getting ready to hit the hill, and I backed out of it, got scared, you know. I was probably, about 18 when I was hanging out with Austin? Yeah, about 18 years old. So I was like, So next time we went over there, my buddy's like, hey, let's smoke weed before we go, and we'll do it this time, you know?
Oh, boy.
I'm like, all right, cool. So we get high on the way over there. I get there. First thing I did was lock the keys in the truck. So I can't get the keys out of the truck. So I had an extended cab Chevrolet, like a 94 model. So I bust the side window out to get in the truck. So we finally get in the truck. We finally go get gas. The gas can blew out of the truck. We didn't have a gas can. So we filled the four-wheelers up. We get back. We go ride. We jumped the hill. And that did go right. Well, he barrel rolled. So we had to tow his shit back. Get it back. Get it all loaded up. We're heading home. First thing that happens, somebody pulls out in front of me. I slam on the brakes. Four-wheeler hits the back window and shatters it too. We're in Iowa. It's like fucking 35, 40 degrees on the way home that night. So I'm like, all right. Anyways, we get garbage bags, put over the back window. We're heading home. Fucking trailer axle falls out from under the trailer.
Dude.
So now, and we're like an hour and a half from home because in Iowa, there's not a lot of places to ride. So you go to state parks. So we ended up getting both four-wheelers stacked in the back of the truck and threw his trailer on the back of them. It was like a 4x8 trailer. And we make it to the house finally that day. And I said then, I'd never fucking smoke weed again if I got home. Because everything that could happen, happened.
Yeah, that sounded like just what it was like. The story just kept going, and the longer it went, the worse it got.
It was a snowball. It was just a big snowball.
Yeah, rolling down.
I swore, and it was even snowing on the way home. It was. I swore, if you let me make it home, I will not smoke again. And I hadn't smoked in like.
I like that.
I hadn't smoked in like 4 years, before that. And he's just like, hey, let's get high. And I was like, cool, whatever. Well, it didn't go as planned for me. So I did not get high no more.
That's so good.
And now I couldn't even smoke it if I wanted to. Not unless I got it racing.
So, we got any sponsors to thank? Crew members to thank? People that help out?
Yeah.
Do not forget the most important people to thank.
Yeah, we got Joey. He's my tuner, and he, helps me build the cars. And Jesse, he comes and helps us, and he does a lot of our driving on the way there and way back, and lining us up. And then I got my teammate John Luderman. He's helped out a bunch.
John's a super good guy. He's super smart too.
Oh, he's the smartest, dumbest redneck you'll ever meet in your life. Like, you think he wouldn't know a damn thing, but he is smart.
Yeah, John Capizzi talks really highly of him too.
Dude, you could rattle off something right now. He can do the numbers in his head on what compression you're going to make, what ratio, this, that, and the other. Like, he's smart, and he does his research. I mean, John's,
I obviously, we're friends on Facebook and stuff. I see a lot of his posts and comment back and forth, and they're always educated posts and coming from a good place. And yeah, he seems definitely like he knows what's going on.
He'll type a paragraph why he don't agree or why he disagrees. He ain't gonna just say that's wrong or that's
right.
I like
that too. I love that.
Yeah, like he's smart. I mean, as far as sponsors, I don't have no sponsors. I got a couple speed shops that help me out. Terry with SNS Motorsports, and let's see, who else we got? We ain't really got a whole lot of sponsors. I'm not a type person to ask for money, so I don't know.
I will say that too, that I've never done that also. Like, all the sponsors we've ever got have come to us. I've never hit up a company, and kind of been like, hey, what's up? Give me free shit. You know what I mean?
But I mean, I do got a lot of people like, Ryan Mueller Performance. He does, give parts and, SNS, Joseph, with Trailer Park. What is it? Garage Performance.
Garage Built Performance. Joseph Thomas.
Yes, Joseph Thomas. He started getting me tires. He gets me, drop ship on tires really good.
Fucking dude, man. That guy. That's another company. If anyone's wondering, to support Garage Built Racing, man, dude, they help a lot of people. They sponsor a lot of events. That's another guy that
he helps me out on tires. Getting me tires. Like he gets me tires when nobody else can.
Ryan Mueller is one of those dudes too. So I think it was 2 years ago. We broke the end of our crank off, and Ryan, like before I think I even made it home, wrote me. And Ryan don't build my motors. Like Steve Atkinson at OCD Performance built it originally, and we've been the ones refreshing it or fixing it ever since, just because we're broke as fuck. And Ryan hit me up before I'd ever even made it home. Never talked to him before. Was like, hey man, would you send me some pictures? I sell a lot of those cranks. I just kind of want to see what was going on or what happened. And so I sent him a bunch of stuff, and he instantly wrote back and was like, hey man, that sucks to hear. If you can't find a crank or need a crank, I'd give you one at cost. I thought that was so cool. Like, to just not even know me, or know anything about, might know about us, but to offer that was really cool, man. So Ryan's a really good guy too. So is Joseph. So you definitely at least got some good people in your corner, or at least helping you out some.
Yep. Like I said, we just do what we can. I mean,
You got a wife or kids or anything that allow you to be a degenerate?
I got a wife. Yeah, she lets me do this stuff. Actually, she's the one that keeps me in it, because there's times that I've wanted to hang the flag up, and she tells me I can't.
No, and that is so true, man. If anyone has raced for a long time, and even like you said, you dirt raced before this, that's no different. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of days that don't go right. You know what I mean? So yeah, you have someone that's helping you, and stay in it. It's awesome. It really helps, because every one of us that have done this long enough have had the discussion with ourselves probably 150 more thousand times. Should I be doing this? Should I keep doing this? Should I just go buy a boat, and hang out on the beach all day? Should I?
Fuck, everything's expensive. Have you fucking seen price of boats lately?
No, for sure. But you get what I'm saying. Go buy a camper and just go camping, or go buy a bicycle.
That's what John Litterman's doing.
Or a mountain bike.
John Litterman thought racing was expensive. He's trying to buy him an offshore boat. He wants to go fishing. He just thought racing was expensive.
No, I got buddies that boat too, and Jeff Barry and them boat. Dude, it's expensive. It's no different.
I thought about it a couple of times. There ain't no hobbies that's cheap.
No, not really. I mean, but either way, it's nice having support or having people that got your back, especially at home. It'd be a lot harder if they were just arguing with you all the time.
Yeah, no, that would definitely it'd be hard to race if you had somebody constantly telling you better not, or, that'd be rough. But then sometimes I'd probably save a lot of money if I had somebody like that.
Yeah, but then what would you do? Just sit at home? Go for walks? It sounds horrible.
Yeah, I'm too fat. I ain't going for the walks just to go fucking walk. I promise that.
What's the other question? If you could go back and change anything. Yeah. If you could go back anytime and change anything.
What point in your life would you go back to some other point? And you can't go back and know what you know now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, hey man, you can go back to when you were 18 and invest in fucking Microsoft or something, or fucking Amazon. No. What I'm asking is the life you've lived, what was the best times, or what times would you really want to go back to if you could, or would you be happier with where you're at right now, or which one would you pick?
Man, I don't know if I changed much. I mean, don't get me wrong, life's life. I mean, but with easy life comes dumb shit, I live a pretty good life right now. Like, I'm not rich, but I mean, that's why I race, I guess, because I figure if I go broke tomorrow, I enjoyed it, or I could not enjoy it, save it, and go broke tomorrow and not do a damn thing with it. So, I mean, for the last 2 or 3 years that I've no prep race and stuff, I mean, I've had a great time, so like, I can't say there ain't much I'd change, I guess. It's not like I would say that I spent a bunch of money that I shouldn't have. I should be, I should do this, should have done that. I should have bought a house by now instead of living in a trailer, but it all sleeps the same, you know what I mean?
I truly do.
So I don't know if I'd change much in life, I guess. I'm sure I could have had a better life, and I'm sure I could have had a worse life.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, if you're going to tell me, can I go back and know what I know now? I'm going back to when I was 16, and I'm going to invest in tons of shit and be a billionaire. But like that question.
Oh, wait, I think I got a video.
Like,
I think I got a video of that. Hold on.
Of me going back?
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Here's a question. Was it morally wrong for me to exploit my knowledge of the future for personal financial gain? Perhaps. Here's another question. Do I give a fuck?
That's such a good movie, too.
Best movie ever.
So good.
Best movie ever right there.
Dude, we just watched it the other day. No bullshit. Like, Bill hadn't seen it. Maybe it was Bill or someone over here had not seen it. I was like, oh, we're watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lugal.
That's like, everybody's like, the purge. If there's somebody that you could get rid of, who it'd be. And we sat here one day, and it was a buddy, his wife, my old lady, and they're naming people off, that they would go back and, get rid of. And I sat here for like 20 minutes thinking, and couldn't figure out anybody that I'd just fucking off.
Yeah. Even my worst enemy, I ain't gonna want to kill,
I mean,
like,
you hear that question? So like the question he got asked was, they treat it like the purge, like the movie. If you could go back through time in your life, are there people that you would like purge from it and never see again or never meet in the first place? I imagine. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it's not as morbid as hoping they're dead, but I'm sure some people do that too. But we'll say like, you just never met that person. I'm with you. I can't think of anyone that like that, you know what I mean? Because I just never let anything bother me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I mean, like,
at the end of the world, I'll figure it fucking out. But
everything happens for a reason, I guess. And the thing is like, you go back and change one thing, how much would it alter in your life? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like you said, I really like where I'm at right now. Like, I'm sure everyone would like more money, even the people that.
Yeah, I'd like a different president. I mean, that would be nice, but.
I mean, I did some dumb shit when I was. Luckily, it was when I was a juvenile, and it didn't. It expunged when I got out when I turned 18. But even doing stuff like that, it was a learning. I learned from that. So no, I wouldn't go back and change that. Everybody's all, man, no, I wouldn't. That's a learning curve.
Yeah, I like it. I look back on even my bad time, like in drag racing. There's like a crazy video. I'll see if I can find it and send it to Limpy. But in that video, it's pretty much, it's a pastor talking, and it's a race video though. But it's like a preacher, saying shit instead of music. And it's about like, you got to enjoy the process. Like when you build and what I took from it, because he was showing a racing video in that context or whatever, is you got to enjoy the bad times and the times it didn't work to get to the times where you figured it out and it's not working. You know what I mean? And if you don't enjoy that process, you're probably, going to burn out of this quick because it's very hard. If it was easy, everyone would just go buy a car and be Ryan Mitchell.
Well, and have you ever paid attention to like people that like inherit a bunch of money or, get a bunch of money? They're broke in like a year or two because, it's crazy, like they don't respect money because of the way that, it come up or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and it's weird too because I know other people that like have pretty much, had money their whole life that are really cool too.
Yeah,
That get it. You know what I mean? But that's because they hung with all of us broke motherfuckers throughout the whole process. The real separated ones are like the ones that didn't, they hung around rich people their whole life on top of always having everything handed to them or not having to struggle that hard. And I'm not opposed to that. Like, I can tell you right now that, like, if my parents were richer, I would have been cool. Like, I wouldn't have been mad if I didn't have to work as hard as I did to do things or struggle at times. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, how could you hate on someone that lucked into that? Like,
I do know one thing. If I ever do hit the lottery, there's a lot of stuff I could just walk away from. You know what I mean? Just
it better not be me. I better be the guy carrying all the camera cables at that point for a ridiculous amount of money that you're not supposed to make to do that.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that, like, hey, like my kid, the house. Hey, kid, here's money. You get the house. We're gone. We gone. But yeah,
Limpy gonna be driving an RV around every event. He ain't no more taking the car and sleeping in it.
Limpy's gonna be flying. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I'd definitely buy me a couple of sections of land. Bobby sent me, or Zach sent me this out here. Hold on. I don't know if y'all want to see this. This looks like straight up my kind of shit right here.
Where's that at?
That's that road
that's around that curve that they race on in Louisiana.
And they're like racing on it? That was like a race where they just make it. Damn, man.
No, they race there.
And here's Zach. Here's Zach. Oh boy. We got it. Damn.
Oh, those guys are so awesome.
He's rolling.
They figure if they can get it to go around a curve, it'll go straight at the racetrack.
That's sleepy. All right, buddy. Drive safe.
Oh, did he roll you a couple?
Yeah, my roller's checking out on me, dog. Don't even care about my existence.
I'm too high already.
No, we're way too high. I don't know what it was tonight. It must be in the air. Like I said, I caught myself like trailing off on some shit. I don't ever do that. Like, I don't know. Oh, full moon. That's what I'm going with.
Is it full moon?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just making up excuses like when I lose and I shut the car off at half track because I was getting dusted so bad. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. The fucking car shut off. Dude, I had to scramble. We were coming. Like, I can't believe it, dude. We had that, man. You got to have excuses or it's just pointless.
Yeah.
So I think I'm screen recording this video that I want to show, but I don't even know until I get done here. But I think this is it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that actually. I think it's up by Shreveport or something where that road is.
Yeah, that's by Shreveport. Justin lives. You're down more southeast.
I'm all the way at the bottom of this motherfucker.
Yeah, you're southeast Mississippi or southwest.
It ain't but 60 miles across the whole bottom of this motherfucker.
Well, I know, but I couldn't remember if it's.
I'm on the east. I'm on the southeast corner.
Southeast, yeah, okay. I couldn't remember, man. I'll smoke to that. They were testing for small tire Mercedes that goes right. Oh. So everything's broke right now, right?
Everything's broke right now.
So
I thought I had a motor lined up. I had a motor lined up to buy tonight, But he just messaged me. That's why I clicked off, because I looked at his message, and I think he's backing out on the deal now. So, I almost went and paid for it tonight, but I had this show, and it's kind of too good to be true. It was, the same head that I run or same style. Like I could literally throw it in the car and make a race. And now he just texted, and I figured he wouldn't do it, and that's why I didn't worry with it too much, because we kind of know him. And yeah, I kind of was like, yeah, it would be okay until the morning. He said it was fine, and then I just got the message.
I will say this, if it makes you feel any better. I think right now we're on a streak because Brian White hasn't raced since, but every person that's come on here has won the next race that they got in.
Really?
I'm dead serious. Now, we've only had this is our 8th show. Yeah. And one of the shows was crew guys.
Well, that's pretty good odds. I mean, 8 shows and
6 people so far have been on, and all of them have won in the next event. Oh, no, 5 of them have won. Truly, in Mustang still hasn't ran yet, but I think we all know how that's probably going to go.
Well, yeah, we already seen how he's breaking the internet, right? He's already breaking the internet today.
Yeah, he turned around and broke the internet on the next pass he made. So, I mean, I feel like we might be a good luck charm. So
what you're telling me is to pick my next race wisely.
Yeah, make it a big one.
So basically, if I can't make butt naked, I need to wait until War in the Woods to race again.
Hey, don't be picking War in the Woods now. Man, we've been close on that one so many times. Not as many times as Zach Sherman, man. That poor boy. He's a badass too. That we should have him on one of these times. He's the guy that not very. Oh my God, that's
what Zach sent me. Amazing. That's the Mercedes they're talking about. Damn,
dude, I love that. I absolutely. What is that, like an SL 500? I think that's like an SL 500, man. That is just epic.
Damn it, Zach.
Bam! I got it, Limpy. I'm sending it to you now.
What happened?
Oh, did it? There it is. I'm sending this video. This is like one of my favorite videos all time. It was done by Ride or Die Junior Productions. So if you want to go follow them on Facebook, they record almost all the Detroit Hood TV events, and they travel with Mike from Detroit Hood TV a lot when he goes to other events. SLK 230 compressor model. Yeah, so they're just they do some really good videos. They're really cool. If you want to go check them out, that's how that just sent. But this video, I feel like, explains the attitude you need to have in this sport. What the fuck's wrong with my internet here? For sure. Like, and if you don't, you're gonna struggle, I promise. Like, if you aren't enjoying the times you go out first round, but learn something valuable for the next time when you do win, this is going to be rough, man, because you don't win them all, that's for sure, even if you're Ryan Mitchell.
Shit.
Is it too long? Or taking too long to load?
I think my internet's fucking taking a dump. Trying to.
Alan backed out.
Come on, damn it.
Unless you can show me how to do this. Man, I got to get better at life. I still don't know how to make that happen.
SLK 230.
So have you always owned 50 Cent, or that was a recent purchase?
No, I didn't. John Wright owned it whenever we was thirds in the car. He owned the chassis, and then I recently bought it from him about 2-3 months ago, I guess. And it's just been sitting in the corner. It's been sitting in this corner of my shop for like a year and a half anyways. But he had a second baby and working all the time, and
sometimes he couldn't afford to do adult shit.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't afford to build it back by himself, and so I ended up buying it. I really bought it because I didn't want nobody to get it just yet because of all the stuff that we've done to it. And then I ended up deciding to put it together I put it together for Lake Cumberland, Butt Naked, and War in the Woods. That's what I built the car back for. I wanted to make them 3 races.
That's awesome. Did it load up, Limp?
Nah, I'm trying to get.
It failed.
Let's see here.
How would I go find it on here?
God dang.
My problem is I run LS7 heads, and you can find a dozen LS3 motors out there, but you can't find nothing LS7, and without rebuilding all the cold side and buying another intake and all that crap. I got 2 427s sitting in the shop that I picked up, and both of them are LS3. And to change over is a lot of work that I don't necessarily want to do.
No, I get that. I actually went with LS3 Frankenstein heads instead of the 710s for that reason.
I should have, because I already had 2 motors that was LS3s. And now I got an LS7 motor, and I probably should have just stuck with LS3.
You'll have that. But someone will come through, I'm sure.
Because for what we do, like, there's not a big enough difference in LS7 and LS3. You know, I don't think so
either. And I think Kenny Dangler just proved that you can do a lot with a fucking cathedral.
Yeah. Well, when I bought the LS7 motor, I bought it turnkey. It was a new build that a guy was getting out and couldn't afford to finish building his car, and I ended up buying it, and that's the reason I got 427. Yeah, I'm going to sell one of the 427s, but it's going with Boston Lee.
It comes with a car, huh?
Yeah, it comes with a car.
For about the price of building a 427, they should buy it.
Yeah, you can't build the car for what I'm asking. You can't even do the drivetrain for what I'm asking, let alone the chassis and all the tune-ups and the time. You know, like...
Resend it, Jasper. I can't get it to come through, but I can get it to come up, but I just can't get it to.
Is it better if I email it or text it? Or
you could just try to send it again. I was just only video I got is the one that we already showed.
Yeah, because it shows you looked at it.
Well, it ain't coming. It ain't viewing.
Okay, it says.
There we go. Oh, now both of them just showed up. So.
Interweb. Man, some of these comments are so hilarious.
All right, video. I'm fucking still a little high. I don't know about y'all. I know you're not.
I'm definitely high.
I just figured out how to see comments. I ain't been seeing comments the whole time.
Oh, damn. Yeah, they're so funny to read through. Like, the comments are my favorite part of this.
Yeah.
I can see I can see comments now, but I can't see y'all.
Don't hit what do you got, iPhone or Android?
Oh yeah,
I got Android.
Phone, you can't see both.
Don't hit the deal because it'll kick you off. So hit the back on the screen up top.
Don't hit the X.
Yeah, don't hit the X. I think that'll exit out. I can't remember.
I'll just stay watching comments.
Well, one of them is I don't know. We got this video. We'll go fix. Jasper wants me to play.
All right, finally, we get to show these guys. Ride or Die Junior Productions. Go check them out.
Did you get?
This is one of my. I share this.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, all right.
I can see. Go ahead.
Today, I need you to embrace what comes hard. Today, I need you to accept the challenge. Today, I need you to fall in love with the process.
There will be plenty of opportunities to get discouraged, to lose your passion and think that it's not meant to be. But if you're going to reach your destiny, you have to have a made-up mind. If you give up after the first time, or the 5th time, or the 30th time, what that really means is you didn't want it bad enough. There should be something you're believing for that you are relentless. You are not moved by how impossible it looks. You're not discouraged by how long it's taking. You don't give up because people told you no. Your attitude is, if I have to believe my whole life, I'm not going to stop believing. I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. I'm going to keep pursuing what was in my heart.
Damn, that don't give you.
I'm telling you, dog. That
don't get you a little chub
to fucking explain it.
If that don't give you some chub right there, I don't know. Fuck, you got ice water going through your veins or something.
Oh, you mean where I got all sideways?
No. I'm talking about the whole.
That's
the message.
That like it makes my hair stand up because like I can feel that with every inch of my body. Like if you don't, you know what I mean? You give up on the 30th try. He's right. You just didn't fucking want it.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if people tell us we should have quit years ago. Like I'm gonna figure it out eventually. Like I'm not stopping anytime soon. But yeah, that video is a really good video that I share every year when it pops back up on my feed. Once again, Ride or Die Junior Productions on YouTube or Ride or Die Junior on Facebook. I have no idea where that preacher was. More than likely, someone's going to get up on here and know who it is, and he's some dude that scammed people out of money. But I don't give a fuck. What he's saying is spot on.
Yeah. Other messages he said may not have meant nothing, but that one did, huh?
See, right now, that dude's like, I want to finish my blazer right now. You damn right. Like, some of these videos should fucking, I don't know. When I was a kid and we rode BMX, we'd watch a BMX video or a skateboard video or a snowboard video, and like I had to go do it after that. We were
Pal Peralta, remember?
Yeah, right now, shit? Dude, I'm like, fuck, I want to run my car. Like,
and see, I'm not a big like YouTube watcher. I'm not a big watcher at all. Like, even like y'all show and the table, I watch them because normally it's on loudspeaker and I'm working on the cars. And then y'all say something that fucks me all up, and I have to quit doing it and go over there and type a fucking comment.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Then that's good to know.
Oh, no, now we're gonna like constantly gonna have to like be like, yeah, and I don't know, Justin, just bring up Justin all the time, so he has to defend himself.
So yeah,
Justin
like
told me when we were off air.
Besides, like when we're headed to a track, I'll be YouTubing to see like the last events there and try to figure out, the surface and what it looks like. And then like shout out to the media people. Cause when I go out first or second round, I put that motherfucker on YouTube and head south. We're watching YouTube and headed home.
Damn. See, this person might know exactly what that is. See what I mean? Sounds like Joel locks his doors during a crisis. Osteen.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm not jocking the dude, I'm jocking the message, and anyone can read a good message even if you're a piece of shit. But yeah, I have no idea who it is, but I fucking love what he's saying. Like, to me, that relates to drag racing as much as it possibly could. Sour diesel, man, I have a half joint and I just dropped a whole fucking mix on my everywhere carpet. Keep oh, it's nice. Spilling the joint.
The only one that I don't really get to hear talk shit is Jeff. And that's because he wants to get on at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm already off the show by then.
Oh, dude, Jeff don't sleep. Well, he sleeps in, but he don't sleep at night.
He sleeps in. He's like, whatever. Every time I go to his house or whatever, yeah, we don't fucking go, Justin, you're like me. You're from the South. So, I mean, we eat at a decent time.
Yeah.
We're not going to eat at 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Nah. Everything's closed.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many times I went to Jeff. We roll in, the places close at 10. We're rolling in at 9:50. Y'all still open? And I'm like, dude,
they're gonna spill on our food.
I don't know if I want to eat here, man. No,
they're gonna spill on our food.
You fucking hear the fucking cook fucking throwing shit in the kitchen. I'm out, dude. No. But yeah, that
I noticed every time he gets on the table at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, my time, which is probably freaking midnight he's eating.
Yeah. Yeah, because you and I are on the same time zone. It's everybody. That's what nobody gets a time zone.
We're on the right time zone. Everybody else is on the fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's fact. That's fact.
Yeah, you messaged me earlier and was like, "We're on at 7:30, right?" And I'm looking at my phone and it's 8:04, and I'm just like,
"Sure."
Yeah. They just don't understand. I always say 8:30, and then if I put something, I'll put Eastern Standard Time, or if I put Central Standard Time. It don't matter what you could put 8:30 on the East Coast time, and people will fucking be bitching in the Central Time Zone. Oh, I thought you said it was 7.
Yeah. When Jasper messaged me the other night and he's like 8:30, and he did say Eastern Time Zone, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, we had a problem once with one of the guests because we didn't know what
the fuck is that? Pascagoula?
I'm about 10 miles north of Pascagoula. Pascagoula.
Pascagoula?
Yeah,
y'all fucking live in some fucked up places now.
So Pascagoula is the water. Like that's on the beach. And I'm about 10 miles north of there.
And he lives next what is it?
Onondaga. So like I said before, when you look up the tribe that they're talking about, they're the Onondagas. And I'm pretty sure that's what the town's actually named after. But for whatever reason, everyone out here always calls it Onondaga. Like, because they really like Talladega Nights, I think. Like, it just sounded more like NASCAR.
I'm from the South, so it looks like it's Onondaga to me.
The town next to me is Gaucher.
Bless you.
But if you look at it, like right down the interstate, it looks like Gentar. Or people call it Goodyear.
I would probably call it Guitar.
I don't even know how to spell it. How do you spell Gaucher?
Bless you.
What is it? Gautier.
Yeah, I would have said good.
Shit's all fucked up.
I just don't even try. Like
I lived here my whole life, still don't know how to spell it.
Yeah, I just say I don't try whenever anyone's like throws something like that at me. I'm like, I don't know. I'm dumb.
We're having a smoke show with Jeff K. Jeff K.
Who's Jeff K?
Who's Jeff K?
Jeff K. You talking about Jeff Kalo?
I don't know. This was
Jeff Kalo would be a good guy to have on too, man. He's a really good guy. He won PYOP 2 weekends ago. Was that 2 weekends ago? I think we talked about that on the last show.
Yeah.
Jeff's a really good guy. He was there this weekend racing with us. The UCM no prep backside trackside event.
Justin, what's your biggest win that might not be everybody else's biggest win, but it was big to you, just for have like special meaning?
Yeah, and it could be like against a single person or a whole event or,
you know.
Bro, so my biggest win was probably this weekend, and I made a solo fucking pass. But when I went over after the whole, losing in Big Tire because the car died, I go over and show Ryan Mitchell my draggy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good pass." So I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I'm getting close to him. I go over to Rob and I'm like, "Hey, look," and he's like, "Oh shit, look at mine." Well, Rob was 700 slower than me. Casey Mack's like, "I want to play." Comes over there, he was 200 slower than me. I was like, "Fuck y'all."
Damn him.
Yeah, that's so huge. I would treat that the same fucking way. To me right there, going home or not, man, in my mind, I would be like, okay. Like
I'm a winner. I'm
a
winner. Ain't nothing y'all can say about that shit.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, Ryan's such a cool guy, man, and he's so nice and humble. And
so yeah,
Rob
I was pretty excited.
I don't know Rob that well, but Rob seems like a really, really good guy too.
Oh, they're both really cool people. Like, I mean, I bullshit with them all the time, but I mean, like them and Todd, and I mean, they're
Justin
legends.
Reed
You know
and
what I mean?
Luke Shivers seem really cool too.
Justin. So Justin is the one that originally put my bar angles in Boston George. And all we did was we took the same bar angles that he put in that car and put them in this car, and we've never changed them. Justin is smart too. He's really smart when it comes to like chassis stuff and.
Oh yeah.
I mean.
But, yeah, you can tell. I mean, you can see how fast his car goes and how many finals and wins he has. But
I mean,
in his car has got to be like one of my favorites.
He's a fucking willing motherfucker too.
But Justin, he'll drive the shit out of it, man.
Yeah, he's a willing motherfucker, that's for sure.
Fuck yeah. So is Rob Elmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you right now, like, they definitely have the not scared award. Like, in some very expensive rides, they don't give a fuck. Like, they will.
But I mean, like, there's not a lot of people, and I guess that's what makes it so enjoyable in what we do, that people are like, he's a dick, don't talk to him. Or, you know, like, I don't know. I get along with everybody, and like when I go to the track, like I'm cool with everybody. You know what I mean?
No, we're the same way. Like that's why our trailer ends up with 150 people in it playing high card at night and shit.
Yeah, like
you know, we're as nice to everyone as we can.
It's the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like
95, I would say 95, maybe even 98% of everyone I've ever met in this are really great people.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty cool, you know, like where we're at doing this. There's so few people that I feel like are just really horrible people, but I mean, there's a bad apple in everything you do, but for the most part, it's a bunch of great people having fun. But that group in particular is pretty cool.
Yeah, like so Justin Reed and them, they're from Mississippi too. They're like 2.5 hours north of me. So like even locally, you know, we still got to race against bank robber and shit. But
I'm not gonna lie, that man's bad, dude. Like bank robber and Justin, you know, like seeing him at War in the Woods and racing with him at a few spots.
Bro, they just got their program figured out, you know.
They're fast, man. They're fast everywhere they go.
It's like Ryan, you know. I mean, everybody thinks, oh, I can just throw a Pro Charger in and we're gonna win, you know. Even though it costs a bunch of money, that's not the case. That's why I've battled so much back and forth, like, oh, I want to go big block Pro Chargers. Nah, I don't want to go Pro Chargers. I want to go big block Turbo. Nah, fuck that. I'm saying that less. Like,
so me personally, the new car we built is twin 94s. I wish it was Pro Charger, the big block.
Yeah.
But I've thought about Pro Charging my LS. You know what I mean? I have a motor very similar to Rob's. You know what I mean? But what I'm nervous about is like what happened to him. He broke that crank, and then it takes a long time to get another crank. And
that's the thing
with the LSs, that crank mount with an F3 on it is hard on the car.
Pro Chargers just seem like they break too much shit.
They do.
Know, like,
and I'm broke, so to me the turbo just keeps ticking away.
And the thing is, like on Friday night, if you want to take your turbo car out there and make passes just to fucking make passes, you're really not like them. Your Pro Chargers and stuff, and you're limited. I mean, like every pass has to count because you only get so many. I mean, don't get me wrong, turbo shit tears up too. I mean, motors tear up, but it ain't near as hard on shit as them Pro Chargers are.
It sure don't seem like it. And like I said, don't get me wrong, there's always that anomaly to the rule. Like Jeff Thomas with nitrous seems to like not really fuck shit up, like just rolls on. And so does like Kendall Goins. Kendall Goins been running nitrous for how fucking long? And you hardly ever hear of him broke anything. And now he's switching to Pro Charger. So this should be a real good like show of like, you know, does it break shit? Does it take a while not to
I know he switched. I didn't know if he switched Pro Charger or Turbo.
Yeah, Pro Charger.
Yeah, that guy commented Todd Spears got that Coyote power working. I honestly believe that like you could give Todd Spears a fucking rotary motor and he'd kick our ass.
Todd's just and I tell you what, he's
that's one of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet in your life, dude. Like,
yeah, he lives like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half from me. So when I first got into No Prep or was watching it, It was the first War in the Woods. I mean, first Grand Hustle, Civil War on the backside of Leaksville. And Todd was there with Wall Street. And we were testing, Joey was testing his car there before the actual race. And the track, it had rained a little bit. Well, Todd went and got the bottles out of his heater in his trailer. And we was all torching. That's the first time I met Todd. And come to find out, my insurance lady was his wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like.
That's crazy.
So he does the same kind of work that I do down here on the coast. He does utility work too. And like it was like one thing after another. But Todd he's helped me a lot. I can ask him a question at the track and he tells me what he would try. And normally it works.
Yeah, he just all the way
same
back
with Brandon
he was
Smith.
running a monoshock. Do you remember that, or did you ever see that in his car? He was running a monoshock at one time. Like that right there tells you about all you need to know about Todd Spears, and he was killing with it. He don't run it anymore, so obviously either he decided it was easier to go this route or that it worked better. But like right then, I just knew like someone that will test something like that or isn't scared to try something that everyone else isn't doing. Like that guy is. There's a few people like that. Ryan Hendrickson and went with food stamps. I don't know if you're familiar with that car at all. That dude was very so fast, dude, just so fast on any setup. He's that guy I sent that picture of, Limpy, that had the BFGs for hard tire. Put like some fucking 3314 fucking BF Goodriches on for hard tire.
Oh my goodness.
Jake Blaine's another one. He's a super fast, super intelligent guy too, man. And they all remind me of Todd. Just super humble, nice people, always very polite and like soft spoken. Todd just seems like such an awesome dude.
Yeah, Todd is. I have a bunch of killers that live around me for sure.
Fuck yeah, you do. You got Brent Self, you got Todd Spears.
I got Brandon Smith, freaking Bobby. Whenever he's home, like
Robert, Bear Trap. Fuck, damn, dude, I'm telling you, South will rise again.
Yeah,
they rolling down there, man. You guys get all year to run, or at least way more than we up here without having to travel. Like once it hits for like 4 months here, we got to travel almost 19 hours to get anything going on. So it gets tough, man. And that's another one. Like we want to go to New Orleans and down by those guys some more, but it's a haul, man. I don't know. I promised that we're coming to Texas this year for something. I don't know what yet. I don't know what fucking event.
But I clicked that button that you told me not to click.
No, the comment was it back. Like when you go back, it's like you're gone. You're
yeah.
Like,
shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, Mufasa's in the group chat. Here's my Mufasa.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Blaine's car is looking dope. If anyone's wondering, that's that, like, what are they, SN 195s or whatever, the newer style Mustangs. It's a blue one that was on the hub dyno and pulled that big wheelie and set down. That's Blaine's new car. He's just Waji's car. The green car that Waji drives, that's Jake Blaine's old car.
Oh, yeah.
If some people who watch Street Outlaws will remember it being blue.
Street Outlaws, I don't know what you're talking about.
What
is that?
I saw a post. I wouldn't even know. I don't even know. I've heard it's like a TV show or something. I'm not even sure. But I saw someone on Facebook post that the all-time wins and loss records of the drivers of Street Outlaws, Jake Blaine's like second. And no one even hardly knows like who he is. I'm telling you, when he shows up at an event, everyone should treat it about like Ryan Mitchell or Beater Bomb, or like when Cali Nate showed up and stuff. Like, this guy's here because he is a Todd Spears, Ryan Hendrickson type dude. Fast. Gulfport, 20 grand guaranteed.
Yeah, that's November.
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 Is Dylan throwing that one? Who's throwing that one?
No, the track does it themselves. 20,000 guaranteed front side. They do it their front themselves. And
I probably need to do that. I've wanted to get down there for a while now.
If they
a few too.
They're supposedly, rumor is they're going to do a front side too. I hope they do. I mean, a back side. But nobody has confirmed that yet. But man, that's the thing. So everybody around here is like, when are you racing local again? That is the next race that I have planned, November. That's how fucking far it is before I get to race around here local, no prep again.
So I know Sherry Beth's in all sorts of drama this week or whatever, but it seems like they have this really cool street event down there now. I don't know if
they do, but it's still 5.5 hours from me.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. God dang.
Yeah. And they're like twice a month or something like that, or
yeah. Like
that's a good drive, though.
But like I said, it's 5.5, 6 hours, and it's fucking Louisiana's rough. I would rather drive 9 hours towards Kentucky because it beats you to death going over there.
I was about to say going 20, man. I think they built that highway in sections.
I don't know. You guys talking to someone from Michigan like as if you got roads worse than us.
No,
I'm telling you, Louisiana's built on a swamp and it fluctuates.
We dump so much salt on the road, it just eats them to death.
They couldn't fix the road, so they had to lower the speed limit to like 40 miles an hour on the highway because it was so bad.
That ain't no shit.
Going through Shreveport there.
That's
like crazy. One time you go over the road and you might hit the bump, and the next time you might come off the bump going the same direction.
Day 5, I think, right now. Day 5 drying.
That's crazy, man.
Like, so we do get a little bit more no prep racing down here during the winter. You know, whenever y'all are
more people start flocking down there for the heat.
Yeah, when y'all are snowed in, but like we don't have a bunch of no preps throughout the year down here. Like within the closest track that does a couple of them is about 3.5 hours away.
Yeah, that's a trek too. Yeah, I'm super lucky there too. I have Onondaga that's about 10 minutes away, realistically. Like if I pull out of my driveway,
he ain't lying either.
10 minutes to pull into that track. Milan is only an hour and 20 minutes away. Lapeer is an hour and 27 minutes away. And then Ubley's a little bit of a hike. That's like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something, I think. And then 131 is only like an hour and 30 minutes away. So, and then this year, which I'm not in favor of at all, but there is literally a no prep every single week of every month all the way till October.
Yeah, but see, that's where like I want to be. Like that's where my car needs to go. Like the Carolinas or something where there's a no prep race, $5,000 every weekend. Like you can decide, hey, I want to go do this weekend. Where me, I got to plan my races because there's only so many of them I can go to.
What happens when that happens, and I'm not saying, I definitely don't want your situation where the closest snow prep is almost 5 hours away till November. Like that absolutely is horrible. I feel so sorry about that. But where our problem comes from is now a lot of the car counts when you have that many no preps that are that close together while also having other no preps every week, like War in the Woods and Uncaged. And like even just this weekend alone, you have Happy's Race, which Happy's Race is only 5 hours from me. And then you have US 42, where Chris Lane and Stripper Glitter and them are putting on an event. And that's an awesome fucking track and always a really good time. I've been to like 2 or 3 of those events. Just a really good time. And then you have Onondaga up here. And then I almost think there's one in Indiana too. You see what I mean? So like within 5 hours of me are 5 no preps. Like, what do you think the car count's going to be at most of these? You know, I wish people could get together. You know, I used to be a strong person that said, I was like really strong in favor of always saying there's enough for everyone to eat. If you have a problem with it, make your event better. or you know what I mean? Just outwork everyone else or whatever. But I don't know. It kind of hurts car count some when you have that many events, because what happens is you have a lot of people that are like building a car. And I'm not talking about you or me that do this like all the fucking time, but they're building a car. They'll just wait another week. You know what I mean? Like instead of rush to get your car ready for this event, because there's not another one for a month, you just wait because like, who cares? There's another one next week. I'll just go to that one. And it just feels like it hurts the car count a lot. Like
I try to preach that to my local track, because like my local track is 20 minutes away. They do like the same shit. Like every 2 weeks they do a 28X prep, like radio prep shootout. And in between them, they do a radical street. And I tried to explain that to them the other day, and I don't think they quite understand what I'm saying. But if you throw a race every 2 weeks or even almost once a month, the guys are going to be like, oh, I'll skip this one because we're going to race again next month. You know what I mean? Like when you only do it 2 or 3 times a year, you're like, fuck, I don't want to miss this.
Exactly. Like like War in the Woods is a good example of that. He runs it twice a year. The bonus of that place too, that I think draws a lot of people in, is you can't test there. You can't go run another race there. It's just those two, you know what I mean? So when we all show up, you know, there's not like someone's been there the week before. Someone's been there for 3 months straight leading up to this, you know? I don't know. It's like a double-edged sword, because like I am lucky and probably can afford to go to a lot of these no preps in Michigan. You know what I mean? But like, damn, you know, this is not everyone else can do that. And this is a lot of racing, you know, every week. I just like bigger events. I don't know. I like seeing everyone. I like talking to everyone. It's just more fun.
And you won't, I mean, that's like me, you know, I want to go to the bigger ones. For one, like, I want to see where I'm at, you know, like I want to see where I compare up to, you know, the top guys. I mean, anybody can go win, you know, 3-car shootouts every weekend. You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I always say that stuff. Like, you know, if I can have my scenario, I want to beat Bank Robber first round, and I want to beat Ryan Mitchell second round, and I want to beat Frankenstein third round, and I want to beat Bear Trap fourth round. You know what I mean? I want to tell someone like, yo, I just battled the baddest and won this race. So like, you could literally stand up for that week and say, there ain't no one badder in the world on small tires for this week. It's me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what'd Kendrick say? Fuck the big three. It's just big me. Like, that's how I want to do it, you know? But obviously that's a rough way. You know, like, it'd be hard to even get that horrible of a draw all the way through the event. But you know what I mean? Like, that'd be the dopest story ever to say that's who you went through to win the event, which is pretty much gangster's paradise. You know what I mean? Like, every fucking pair that goes up there, you want to watch.
Yeah, everybody's a bear.
So there is a couple events a year that are like that. Like, but yeah, definitely. Like, I like racing where the fast people. I tend to do better. I don't know about you, but like, all my best runs are against like some of the best people that exist. Like, when I lose, it's usually because I fucking drew someone that we're supposed to fucking destroy. And of course, I fucked that up beyond belief. And then they have to post the video 8,000 fucking times a year to remind everyone, I beat the fuck out of Jasper this one time. It's like, motherfucker, duh, like, quit showing that thing. Like, everyone gets it. You got me.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a tough deal. Well, damn, dude, I definitely want to thank you for coming on. A lot of people get nervous when I ask them, hey, you want to come on and sit here and get rated by us and all these comment sections that you just found out about a second ago? Wait till you get off and go back through them and see the ones you missed, dude. Some of them, like, I swear to God, the comment section keeps me alive out here.
Well, that's like when you asked me, I'm like, I ain't got shit to talk about, man. Well,
yeah, and look, what are we at right now, Limpy? 2 hours and 35 minutes you pulled off without a problem. Like, we didn't even have like a huge break where we were like, so you see what I mean? It's a lot simpler to talk race cars. It would have been worse if we had to try to get you to talk about something you don't like.
For sure.
No,
well, I appreciate y'all having us.
Yeah, for sure. And good luck this year. And anyone wondering, you see that car on the line, you might want to point your money towards that lane. Are we correct?
Yeah.
I mean, it's made me some money.
I was gonna say it's a bad fucking car. I know it for a fact.
And when I sell it, it's going turnkey like I race it. I'm putting everything back in it fresh. I'm gonna go test the car, make sure it's right, and I'm gonna race it until somebody buys it. But
no, I would too.
Like it's going with the tune-ups, the book that has my tire pressures in it. Like I ain't selling it as it's a winning car, but you got to guess at it again.
No, if I ever sold mine, it'd be the same deal too. I'd give them whatever information they wanted. You know what I mean? I was running these bar angles here. Especially if you were buying it off me, you know what I mean? I'd give you the laptop with most of the tunes in it and strategy of why I do this or that or what you're looking for sure. So anyone out there looking to buy a car, that is going to be a really good car. And yes, Ralph, it's turnkey, correct?
Turnkey, 2 sets of wheels,
yes.
Everything. Anything that goes with the car is going with the car, just like I was to pull up and race it. The only thing I'm going to keep is I've got some extra weight that I run from time to time. I'm keeping my extra weight, but I'm going to give the pounds of it
and what you do with it right to you.
Exactly.
Same here. We have some custom weight shit on my car. If I sold it, I'm taking it off, but I'd give you a picture of what we did. And if you can build it, build it. But
exactly. That's me. And like I said, well, hopefully I'll see y'all at War in the Woods. If the green car's running, that's where I'll be.
Yeah, I hope so too. So we'll be the one that looks like where the fire's at. Well, thank you so much, man. You have a good night.
Thanks for coming on, man. Have a good night.
Thank y'all.
Later.
See ya.
Later.
You know what? Hold on. You know what?
Back in town. Traded the van for it, straight up. I can get 70 miles to the gallon on this hog.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
I love that movie so much. So much.
I was going to do just the two of us, but that fucking happened. They said something happened.
No way. That was perfect. Like, I love that movie so much.
We had we got a subscriber or submission. Anyway, here it is. Here's video. Uh-oh. Look at that. That's a big stank.
That was looking good.
That's big stank.
Look at him. He's about to be smoking way good. Good for you.
Oh. What you smoking on?
I don't know, but fucking Corey's smoking on some muscle relaxers. That sounds like a fucking hardcore smoke cess.
Where did he say that? Where did you say that?
Oh, what did it say?
Where did I say that?
Spooled media.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Let the band play, man.
Getting it. I love it.
I've smoked some muscle relaxers before by accident.
For real? Dude, I'll tell you this. God dang it.
Oh, shit. Do it. Just do it.
I know. I have to make a decision. So we knew these dudes one time, dude. We went over to their house to buy some weed. This is, I don't know. This is fucking 2000, 2001. There were some dirties, but I was like in a pinch and I didn't have enough time to go to like where I normally go to grab weed, and I like ran out, or I can't remember why I had to go here to buy weed, but I knew I could. So I hit them up and they're like, yeah, stop by. We got there to buy weed. These dudes were crushing up birth control and smoking it and trying to tell me how like it was awesome. I decided right then and there that like if I don't have weed and I need weed and this is my only option, I'll go without weed. I was just like, man, dude, where the hell am I at? I was like, these dudes are fucking serious. And I don't know, maybe it did do something. I was just blown away, man. They were dead seriously smoking birth control. At least they were probably like playing safe sex out of that. I don't know if that works for guys too, but maybe they were like making sure they could just pound without having any kids.
Yeah, them injections didn't do anything for me, Dustin.
Jack's back injections didn't do well either. Wild man Jack, they didn't help him.
Mine was about 20 years ago, but I know times have changed and everything. And they gave me a steroid shot one time, but they didn't really do anything for me. I was like a day within getting cut on, and I was like, nope, I'm done. I'll just live with the back pain the rest of my life.
I get when my hands start flaring up, if you remember that, I could probably send you a photo so everyone can see.
I don't know if we want to see that. We might get like a,
what was it? Like someone
and 190.
I gave myself an STD from jerking off or something. Yeah, I can't remember, but dude, whatever that comment was, I never died laughing so hard in my life. Like, so sometimes the internet just wins. It's like that's what the internet was created for. I feel like was for those burns and those amazingly funny videos, not like the bullshit we use it for sometimes of like, there it is. Where's the,
oh boy.
Oh, that's a different picture. That was when I got home. Here you go, Limpy. Oh, I didn't send it here. I'll go back. God dang, Limpy. When I look at that, bro.
It even hurts just to even look at it.
Now, I've never had it get this bad again, knock on wood, but
I guess Jergens really doesn't help, does it?
Because when it started, it started the first day of War in the Woods, and then I just wasn't going home or going, I was in it for the long haul, and then this is what happened.
Do they still do it? Do they still do them? And I know I went. They did it in. You had 3 different shots. I guess three different phases. I guess is what you went to. The first one, and they tried the shot, and if that didn't work, they tried a second injection, or a second bout, and then if that didn't help, then they told me the third one, the first 2 didn't work, and the third one's it's pointless. So they just go ahead and schedule surgery. Oh,
God dang, dude. It was cool because when you beat off, it was like ribbed for my pleasure. So, and felt like a stranger. So that was pretty cool. But boy, did those fuckers hurt, dude. Good God. Where the fuck did Bill Steele go? Why is he not? Did he text that to me or private message me that? I swear he private messaged me that.
Man. And that you said it didn't hurt, it just itched real bad, didn't you? Didn't you say that just itched, or was it, or what? Which one was it?
Yeah, it just like itched. I mean, don't get me wrong, like down there at the bottom where you see it scabbed up. I mean, like obviously when I got brake clean in that, when I was spraying that shit off, that hurt. But for the most part, it didn't really hurt. It was super itchy at times and uncomfortable because like when those water sacks or water blisters were big, your hand was like tight. Like, dude, it was so bad. It was all bubbles until the first pass because I put my gloves on and had to grip that wheel. And when I got back, let's just say I bought new gloves after War in the Woods.
Damn.
Because they were just oozed up.
Uh-oh. I got one. Oh, wait. I got one shot. What did he say?
He's talking about the back injections. He got a shot.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now feels worse than he did before.
There's a diabetic drug that people were shredding kgs. Like, oh, I think he's from overseas. So that's kilograms. Again.
Yeah, meaning they get the good drugs that they won't let us buy here because
I guess.
Die.
I know somebody was selling. You get shots or something like that, and you're like lose weight.
Damn, dude. So we
but I think it's like
or Bojangles.
But I think it's like the shots are like really fucking expensive. I think because you can't get it through insurance because you're not diabetic, then you can't get it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like it's like a couple $100 a shot, and you got to do them like every 2 weeks or something like that. And I think you like drop like 30 or 40 pounds in a month. Huh? What do you say?
I don't want to lose my weight. I want to keep
Ozempic. Did I even pronounce that correctly? Ozempic. Oh, I don't know if that even. Bless you.
I thought that Ozempic or whatever was really bad for you. They found out or something.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not good.
I thought it was a shot or something like that.
U.S. diet pills used to be speed. Yeah, that's called Adderall now.
Yeah, I know my old lady. She used to take the phetamine back in the day, the 37.5s, and it was basically just fucking like speed. Basically, what it is, and it curbs your appetite. I mean, fuck, I took it for a little bit, and fuck, there was a couple of times I was like, fuck, I don't even think I've eaten for a couple of days, just because you're fucking so wound up and shit like that, and
bro.
But yeah,
I knew of this other stuff.
Shakes. It would get you to shakes. I told her.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to know of this other stuff that did all those same effects.
It's basically legal speed, is what it was.
Yeah, it wasn't over the counter, but
this was you had to have this wasn't over the counter. You had to have a prescription for it, but it was basically legal speed.
Yeah, for me, I just was a dealer, but.
It's a diabetes shot that works for dieting. It's called Ozempic. It's terrible. Oh, boy.
What a bummer.
When I went to the doctor the day, I have lost 17 pounds. I don't know where, but I've lost 17 pounds.
I saw Andrew won this weekend.
Yeah, a bunch of people won this weekend.
See, we had Andrew on. Now he's winning.
Tennessee Hustler won back-to-back too, or two classes, I think. Small tire and big tire, I think.
Yep, Rocky.
Somebody else did that as well.
Yeah, who else did that? What other events were there this weekend?
I can't remember.
On live feeds. Oh, the US 41. I saw Austin Shepard went spinning around 360 and luckily didn't hit anything on the big end.
Yeah.
I think there was a split there. Greg, who owns that like rat rod looking truck, that guy's really fast, man. People are going to figure that out soon too. And then I think Adam Hudson from Mac. Everyone knows him.
Team Denver won again. So Corey's
Team Denver just doing Team Denver shit.
Yeah. Corey's fucking probably doing somersaults. Oh wait, I might have a meme that I might need to release.
For
this. Oh boy. Speaking of our movie. Speaking of our movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh shit. Corey, I'm probably gonna get grounded from the table for this.
Oh no.
Fuck it.
Drop it.
I'm emailing it to myself. And then I gotta email it, and then I gotta put it on here. Oh boy, this is good. This is golden, dude. This is like breaking news here, people. How many people we got on? Like, not very many people. All right. It's breaking news here. Did it download? That ain't it. No, that ain't it. That's in the wrong one. Gmail. All right.
Well, while we wait real quick, if anyone noticed, I'm wearing the brand new Limpy gear. Chuck sent me some samples there from On Tilt Racing. He makes the sticky icky traction compound and is now selling some of the Limpy merch. If anyone's wondering, you will not look as good as me wearing it, but you ain't got a stash like this, so it's understandable. But if you want to try to look as good as you can, head on over to Chuck's page and grab some of this sweet swag.
Oh my gosh. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are y'all ready for this out there in the group chat? Y'all ready? I don't know.
Oh, no.
Corey, I hope Corey's kind of high right now on the pain meds or whatever.
Dude, you better tell him to add me to this group chat so I can see it. Because you guys are on the table too talking about it, and I'm always like, motherfuckers, I want it in the group chat.
You know what I was talking about? We were talking about our show earlier. Here we go.
Oh! Wow! Good for you! I know, right?
It's like Gary Coleman's fucking forearm. No, it's so black. It's so impossibly black.
Oh, God.
I love you, buddy.
Don't say that!
I'm sorry, I do.
No.
Oh man! Well, it was nice seeing you on the table while it lasted, Lippy.
Oh man! But you know. Also, I didn't know. You remember on that? Remember the dude that he bets with? I didn't realize it until they told me.
Jordan
about
Smith.
The dude that he's betting with, always thought that the girl's gonna give him a classy blowjob.
Oh yeah.
You know who that dude is?
No.
That's the guy from the Karate Kid. The guy.
Billy Zabka?
No, the blonde kid. The blonde kid.
Yeah, Billy Zabka, Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Supposedly that's what the lady said. That's him.
Yeah, I mean, he's the real hero of that movie. Everyone watches it and thinks Ralph Macchio is. That dude like stole Billy Zabka's thunder. He pulls an illegal crane kick to the face at the end of that movie. No one calls it illegal. They let it slide, and Billy Zabka loses the tournament. It's the most unfair shit I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so awesome that's who he made the bet with, too.
Yeah. No, he's like, that's the best part. He's like, oh, wait a minute. I know this squirrel. I know this squirrel.
Damn, you pissed Corey off so bad, he just straight left the chat.
Yeah, he meant. I probably got.
Oh, no.
Well, I got the group chat hidden, so I'm probably grounded in there. I probably got removed already.
Yeah, I was this close to getting added by you, and then you literally got that screwed up by posting the video on our thing.
Oh, no, it's all fun. I think that'd be funny as fuck.
He's got thick skin. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You guys burn the living shit out of each other on that page.
Oh, like the one I had of Jeff and the fuck around and find out.
Oh God, yeah, that was worse.
I put it in the group chat, but Jeff didn't even see it.
I'm not gonna say any names, but the one you showed me at the purge that we couldn't show anyone.
Oh,
rightfully so, because don't do it. I'm warning you now. That ain't worth it. But that was one of the best ones ever. Just some inside jokes for everyone that has no clue what we're talking about, and we can't. So
yeah,
awesome, right?
Yeah. So you got
what's he already paying you back with one he sent through?
No.
You better not have got me roped into it. Corey's good at making these. He'll have me all fucked up.
No, there's some of the ones I can't fucking there's some stuff that's in there. I can't
this comment right here.
I can't even fucking
Bro, I'm taking donations. I should start doing the podcast like just the chair. And I'll just stand over here and talk. That thing's so awesome. Sometimes I wonder if I'm fucking my back up in that thing.
Well, you do got that gangster lean now.
Dude, I'm pretty sure John Monroe is the one that made the comment I fell in love with last week. What was that? Oh, Jasper's chair is as straight as Elton John.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was.
As soon as I saw that, I fucking laughed. Yo, Corey, add me to that group. I got to at least see what's going on.
Oh, boy. No. There's some stuff in there. I'm like, oh, boy. I like, man, I might post up there. And then I was like, man, I might need to delete this. Yeah, he definitely got the 3-wheel motion. He's got that G-body shuffle going.
Yeah, too bad Milwaukee don't fucking make fucking chairs.
Damn. Milwaukee?
My wallet caused the chair damage. That's a good one, too. No, dude. My wallet ain't causing shit. Maybe like all my baggage in my life is causing the chair to lean. I don't know. But yeah, this chair, I can't believe it stays going, man. The ratchet strap is the true hero. It's holding that whole chair together. Dude, but that Elton John fucking remark was so good.
He's straight.
I was dying as soon as I saw it too, because everyone that comes.
I think we all said it. I think we all seen it at the same time, and
I know, and it was just like everyone went on fire. I might have to leave the stash until next week because I'll be on the Nitrous Express show next Monday, so it's going to be hard to cut this stash off and not be Stash Bros with Poland and Brent.
Oh, boy.
No, that was a good one. Dude, that was so good.
That wasn't legend. That was like hashtag, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone watching this is watching the table also, but if you're not, you fucking need to be, because like the table is my favorite one because it is so raw, uncut. Like everyone on there is just like throwing the most wild.
I think he's the one that said it too, wasn't it? This dude? Wasn't he the one that said the Elton John? Wasn't he the one that had the original?
I'm not sure who in the comments sent the original Elton John line. Mount race seat on turntable of chair. Oh, that's not a horrible idea. I think I have like a carbon one somewhere over here. I do. I'm pretty sure I have one of those like carbon nothing seats that a lot of racers use. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, or at least the one that had. So it wasn't John Monroe. So you were probably right. It was. Where'd he go? I lost him. Too many people are commenting right now. It was Ruley, someone said. So yeah, it was Ruley. But that comment was a true winner, and I will laugh about that for years to come. Oh, anytime
forever and ever and ever.
I would have laughed. Like, it's pretty fucking funny. Dude, the War in the Woods table show, being able to pull up all the drivers and Jamie Durr in the atmosphere, and then you can probably find a couple of the drunkest fans and get them up on there and stuff. Dude, it'll be hype. Like, that'll be a wild, wild show live from War in the Woods, man. Like, oh, that'll be a hell of a
that
show.
band is going to be playing.
Oh, God, yes. Like, that should be a good one. Candy bacon everywhere.
Candy bacon.
Everyone should want in on the table at War in the Woods. Alan Robinson better be bringing up some of that Pizza King to the fucking table as they're live, so they can be.
Yeah, I got some coupons, Alan. If we need.
Dude, Jeff had this amazing idea too. Jeff wants to bring infused snow cones. So like have a snow cone machine there and just pump the fucking THC on and then pump the syrup on of your choice.
Oh, God help me.
But I don't know. That could get rough. Like how many people end up passed out wherever they're watching? And so like the next morning you wake up and people are just scattered throughout the woods.
This guy right here.
But yeah, that was a genius idea too. The snow cones. We did a slushy machine at the store one time. And dude, it was popular as fuck. I don't know how we got away with it as long as we did because, I mean, it's pretty obvious if someone's buying a slushy and then going and getting in their car and driving away, they're probably drinking it as they go because they don't want to drink liquid at home. But I don't know. We did it. The only sober one at War in the Woods. Dude, running naked down the track would be a good.
We're going streaking 2 to 660.
Like a good bet. Like the two guys in the final, loser has to streak down the track. Yeah, someone help Justin out, man. Who has an LS7 headed LS that they want to sell? Please reach out to Justin Lee or hit me up so I can pass it on. Someone got that LS out there. Let's see it.
Frank the Tank. That's another favorite. That's another one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, dude. Old School is a way good movie. Don't we have one? Do we have it? I don't have one. Jeff, I think, does have one. I'm pretty sure the backup motor for the Vet is an LS7 motor. I don't know if Justin's looking to spend that much because I think that's a really good motor if I remember right. Or maybe it's stock. I don't know. We might be able to help you out, Justin. Let me see what Jeff will probably check out with his dad tomorrow or go down to the shop and see, but they might have an LS7. What up, Poland? You'll have to go back and watch the beginning of this show, buddy. We talked all about Nitrous Express, how dope their whole crew is, how amazing their products are. There you go right there, Justin. Justin Lee messaged Jeff Berry. The profile photo is him lighting a blunt at his wedding.
The Mufasa. That's King Mufasa right there.
It's so good.
Ooh. That's the guy right there. You know, Mufasa. Ooh. That's my Mufasa right there.
I got Papa John's coupons. I love Papa John's. Papa John's is the one that gives you the garlic sauce with the like pepper in there every time.
I think their sauce is too sweet. Is their sauce sweet or is it?
It is sweeter. Yes.
Yeah. What kind of pen you smoking on?
Dude, I've been getting a lot of pizza lately with no sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I just get sauce on the side so I can dictate how much is on each bite. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. My old lady made some tortellini, like a tortellini pizza. It's kind of like tortellini, but with pizza on top of it, and then the cheese and the pepperoni and the meat, and it's like a meat lovers on top of the tortellini.
Oh. So right there you go. Everyone tune into the table tomorrow. It looks like you'll get to see video of Poland pretty much going up in flames for a split second.
He would put stop, drop, and roll to a whole new meaning.
That is definitely true.
Probably stop, drop, and roll.
Pepperoni and cheese and no sauce. See? Damn, man. He makes a fucking comment like that. And now I got to wonder, because he's doing the same thing as me. Do I try mayonnaise on the grilled cheese?
They, instead of butter.
No.
Instead of butter, they put mayonnaise.
I'm not a serial killer. I can't do that. But it does make me wonder. See, he was like on top of it. He was like instantly like, yep, I've been doing the same thing. No sauce. I don't know why I call it pizza jerky. I
actually just snack here, John, but I've actually cut all my, I don't know. I think my stomach's all fucked up. So I've just been eating about half of what I usually eat. I even told the old lady not to make nearly as much as she used to anymore. Cause I don't know. I don't eat as much as I used to. He puts mayo. He puts mayo on it. They don't do mayo.
Oh, thank God. So that's why we're the same and he's not getting sauce. He don't do that mayo shit. That's Trevor.
Oh, yeah. Canadians, the Canucks do it. No, I don't eat yogurt.
Weird shit.
I don't eat anything creamy like that, Tyler. It reminds me of prison.
Like me eating me eating mayo is like such a small group of things that I will do mayo on. Like I'll do it on a chicken sandwich for some reason.
I love mayonnaise.
I'll do it on a club. I don't. Like I only like it in these certain setups. Like I could never dunk my fries in mayonnaise like some of my friends do. I would puke. Like there's no way I could do that.
I like my old lady. She doesn't. She's like she doesn't like mayo at all. But when potato salad or any kind of salads, she'll instead of using mayonnaise, she uses mustard. And man, I fucking love her fucking potato salad.
Dude, I love mustard.
Yeah, I love mustard. If I'm going to do it, everybody's all. I just now found out about Duke's. I don't even know what Duke's is. I've never had Duke's mayonnaise, but I've been the Hellman's guy. I'm a Hellman's guy, like real mayonnaise.
Yeah, see, I'm not even into mayonnaise that much that I even know like what brands of mayonnaise are.
Hellman's is the real shit.
Yeah, and then the Miracle Whip's like its own thing, right? It's almost kind of not mayonnaise. It's just made up and called mayonnaise.
Yeah, and I've never had Duke's. I don't even know what kind of Duke. I don't even know what Duke's is.
I have no idea on Duke's. I'll have to ask Screwball what he uses at the restaurant because that's where I eat most of the time.
Oh, you've never had Whataburger?
No, I don't think I've ever had Whataburger.
Oh, God, Lord. It'll change your life, won't it, Corey? Corey's all about it. Corey's getting shit shipped to him, Whataburger ketchups and stuff getting shipped to him now. The Duke's spicy ketchup.
I was amazed that you guys had Taco Buenos down there. I thought that was a made-up restaurant from King of the Hill.
No, there's Taco Bueno here.
Yeah, I know. I was amazed.
And I love their hot sauce because they give you real hot sauce, like in the it's like real hot sauce. It ain't like the
yeah, it isn't like Taco Bell's.
Yeah, it is. It's actual real hot sauce.
I'm not like very big. Like my food selection's so minimum. Like meat, cheese, bread, shell, something of that nature, and that's about it.
I like bacon.
I love bacon. I'll fucking eat 8 pounds of bacon in one sitting. And
yeah,
I have a heart attack afterwards.
Put some Texas toast with some mayonnaise, Hellman's, or mustard, 1 or 2. Double.
Corey
four strips of bacon, a burger, cheese, more bacon, burger, more cheese, more bacon, then top it with the toast. And then cut it in half.
So yeah, like Sean, who rolls with us a lot, the older guy Sean, he owns Darbs downtown, which is a bar, and they have Jack Daniel's wings. Those are very good. And then when I get a burger for them, I get this burger that's like build your own. And I get a burger. It comes with ham, bacon, ketchup, mustard, and relish. But dude, that adding of ham on there, ooh, that thing's fire.
Corey said he got disappointed when he got to Texas. He goes, man, he goes, two things. He goes, y'all still call it Texas Roadhouse there. We just figured it was just called Roadhouse in Texas.
That's a very good point.
And then he goes, I just, like he said, he goes, I just figured y'all it was toast, not Texas toast.
Exactly. So like, that's the same as after I watched Star Trek and watched all of them and realized they never, ever, ever once traveled to a star. So like, why didn't you call it Planet Trek? Like, what stars were you fucking trekking? I don't know. It's weird. So like, why wouldn't you guys just call it toast? But they do that. Up here, they call it Michigan Taffy or Michigan this. And it's like, isn't it just this here? Everywhere else, it's Michigan this. But I don't know. The USA is weird in language. Oh, no. They're accusing us of being Trevor talking conspiracies. Is there a conspiracy on mayonnaise?
Is there?
I know that in Canada, there's a huge conspiracy on syrup. These motherfuckers like have a syrup mafia.
I just know. I just let y'all know what I preferred. Prefer Hellman's.
So like when we come to Texas this year, Limpy, the first thing I'm going to be asking about, because I've always been told this is the best place to get it, is I'm going right to wherever you think the best brisket is. Like, take me to the best brisket place, and that's what I want to try.
Wow. Yeah. We can make it happen.
Base isn't tacos, giving me a bunch of confidence.
Or tacos. We can do some tacos too.
Oh, no, I want to eat tacos too, but like supposedly Texas is like known for their brisket.
Yeah.
McKinney, and I'm probably wrong. Someone else is going to say KC.
Oh yeah, everybody has their own. Of course, I do like some burnt ends in KC though. I do like some burnt ends.
I'm sure everyone argues they got someplace. That's what I ate earlier this week that was really good was brisket. Smoking pig up here is real good.
Smoking pig.
Yeah, see, Tyler knows what's up. Oh, dude, you know where else has brisket that like was, I mean, it's not the best brisket I had by any means, but was very shocking that it was good was fucking Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah.
At 3 in the morning, you can get brisket.
Do you have a brisket sandwich?
Yeah.
How much was that thing? Like fucking $14?
Yeah, but worth every penny. Like, you tell me where else I can go get anything at 3 in the morning nowadays.
Oh, yeah, I get Whataburger.
Let alone a brisket sandwich then.
That's Corey's all about. Buc-ee's this. I said, dude, you can't go in that place without dropping a 50.
Every time I've walked into Buc-ee's, dude, I've spent so much money. We're always like buying bags of jerky. They have everything. Like, then I always end up in like the truck stop thing, buying some like extra charger cable for a draggy or something because they're weird, or a fuel tech kit. I always end up having to buy something. A sweater, a shirt. It's just too big and too bright and too flashy, and it like cons me into wasting money. Every time.
What's the food to get at War in the Woods to have? I like that. I like that. I like that. What's that mac and cheese deal? That deal that barbecue guy had.
What do you have? Like pulled pork and mac and cheese?
Yeah, it was like some kind of in a bowl, but it had like it was all mixed together.
It sounds amazing. I'm gonna have to go get food.
And that taco dude had the tacos, or was it the quesadillas? I think was pretty good at War in the Woods.
Whoa, Hannah. I wasn't claiming that Buc-ee's brisket was like award winning. I was just extremely pumped that I can get a brisket sandwich at like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. And it was, like I said, for a gas station brisket sandwich, it was good. I mean, I don't know how much you're supposed to.
Oh, they're good, all right. They're just fucking, like I said, they're proud of them.
Yeah, the street tacos at War in the Woods are real good. Here's something cool. My buddy, Grubal, who owns Robin's Nest up here, which is a different restaurant. It's amazing breakfast restaurant. He is bringing his food truck. Well, he's bringing Stone Depot's food truck down to War in the Woods, and he's doing biscuits and gravy and like egg McMuffin sandwiches in the morning for anyone that wants to cut. You know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, their shit is their biscuits and gravy are so good.
If not, come find me.
They had award-winning biscuits and gravy in Nashville, just down from War in the Woods, and we went there one morning and got them, and that fucking shit was paste. It had zero flavor, dude, and somehow people were like, "This is so good."
Some people are like that.
I swear to God, it has to be what gruel tastes like. When I saw Little Orphan Annie in that movie eating gruel, I thought, man, I never want to taste what that's like. And then award-winning biscuits and gravy from Nashville showed up, and I knew right then that's what they were eating in that movie. I'd have fucking starved.
I told the lady, I said, I thought it would be a really big deal. But, you go to some of these places, the food vendors, if they start at start racing like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, they serve tacos or whatever. But say like after like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, boo, breakfast tacos.
I did that because of you guys. And now, dude, my wife is so fucking pissed off that I did this and tried to get all the kids to tell me to shave it off. And they all came over, looked at it, and was like, no, you got to keep it forever. But unfortunately, because I'm going to do the show with Brett and Pullen on Monday, and they're rocking the stashes that hard, I think I got to keep this thing till Monday. Let alone if we could pull off the win this weekend, a victory fucking picture with a stash. That's intimidating. And something else people don't know. So way back, I used to rock a stash off and on just to be funny. What I did realize, and Brent will probably back me up on this, I guess I don't know if Brent has always had a stash or sometimes don't have a stash. But what I did notice, whenever I have a stash on and I go to like the gas station or I go to a restaurant, everyone is like, sir. They're always like, yes, sir. What did you need, sir? And if I don't have the stash, they're all just like, what up, bro? What can I do for you, man? Do you need anything? What are we after today? But when I rock the stash, I get respect. They're instantly like, yes, sir. No, sir. See? Brett knows, dude. I'm telling you. You can. I love. Oh, we got it twice. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, you get respect for the stash. Corey, that is a sore subject. We talked about it earlier on the show. I locked in to Kentucky. And
yes, that's it. That's already leaving it right now.
I'm going to leave it. I don't want to say it twice in the same show because, like, then if my kids or my wife ever rewatch this, I'm in a lot of trouble. And like I said, I mean this. Like, I'm not joking. I say a ton of things, totally just a joke. But the stash is real, dude. You get respect. I don't know what, if they think I'm a psycho, if they just know people with stash do important things. I don't know, but you get respect. Yeah, that's probably what it is. They're instantly like, yo, that's an off-duty cop. Don't fuck with that dude. He probably smells like weed because he's the one burning the drugs confiscated. Dude, Rory is so good at memes and comebacks and comments, dude. Yeah, and I've like anything you eat, you get to
plus it's a clit tickler too. Yeah, there we go. See, he knows. All right.
It's exactly like I'm telling you, like you gotta have a stash if you want respect. Yeah, and see, like now if I get pulled over and they come up and they smell the weed, I can just be like, bro, I'm undercover on a big job. I can't have this right now. And they just walk away. They trust with that stash right off the bat that we ain't getting in trouble.
That's a funny shit right there.
Damn, that's selling a kit there.
So I'll be where will I be? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, where are you gonna be?
I'll be at Vernal, Utah this weekend, Friday, Saturday. Beautiful weather. Beautiful
They were
weather.
claiming they got the fire up there. I heard them in some of the comments claiming they were going to show you what smoking's about.
Oh yeah. They said Jeff said don't bring my shit, so I guess what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna roll solo. But yeah, we're gonna head out there. Might see my pot giver might be my dope giver might help me. He's gonna come out there, Chuck.
Yeah, dude, Chuck's so awesome, man. That's another guy people should support, man. That dude honestly just wants to help people because he loves to help people, man. Chuck, and if you don't know who I'm talking about Chuck, who owns On Tilt Racing and Sticky Icky. Just a really awesome guy. You'll have to go back, Brett and Poland need to go back and watch the beginning. I talked a lot about, obviously, the new sponsor, Nitrous Express, the only nitrous anyone should be running, and a lot about people need to support the companies that are supporting the drivers and helping the pots of our races and putting on events. I just never could say that enough. I will say that 4 trillion times. If you're sick of hearing it, you definitely don't want to watch the show, because I will always say that. Looks like Ease and Bees is trying to come up Saturday too.
Hell yeah.
And party down.
Hell yeah.
Awesome too. Everyone hit Ease and Bees up too, man. He has the LL Spool J bucket caps.
He's my cart.
The cozies.
He's my cart sponsor.
And t-shirts. But yeah, man, supporting the companies that support us. I'll never stop saying that.
Yes, John.
Yeah, I don't know all the info on Boston.
He's got some of them.
It's not Boston.
It's Boston Lee now.
Boston Lee. And it's a different car. It's not the Boston George car.
Yeah. It's basically the rear end, motor, transmission out of the car. It's basically
we definitely can hook that up, buddy. Get your butt to War in the Woods, Brent, and you tell me what you need me to bring, and I will fucking make sure we got it. And that's a promise.
That's how they roll. What was that one? Was that?
See right here, dude? This is huge too. So you buy one of the LL Spool J bucket hats off the Ease and Bees tent, which will probably be like at my pits. And it comes with a free gift. So it'll obviously be first come, first serve. But I would definitely get down there and take part in that. That's a huge bonus to your War in the Woods weekend. Oh, man, dude. You want to show a sneak peek since it's late and the people that are involved won't know that I shared a sneak peek?
Yeah.
Dude, this new shirt that Bipolar is doing, this is the baddest t-shirt I have. Dude, I'm not even going to butcher it. I'm just going to send it to you and show it. This shit. If you're a dude who bets on the line and you ain't got this shirt in your collection, you are not a fucking dude who bets on the line. You're fake. I promise. Yeah, I'm telling you, this shirt, man, your internet must be rough because it's not sending. Let me see if there it goes.
Now my internet's good now. For some reason, it was fucking acting stupid. I even did like a speed test while I was like,
same deal, Brent. If you need help or you're struggling to finish the car or whatever by that time, let us know. Like, you can definitely get in on Jeff's hoist, or we'll get you in somewhere if you got to fix a couple things before you go. Bro, that fanny pack with the cash in it, dude. Oh my God, dude. And then the little buttons on the back of the fanny pack strap are all the sponsors and stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
Dylan. I was about to say Dylan do that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Dylan's killing it right now, man.
I'm too stupid to get fucking shirts made.
No, me too. Like I struggle. That's why like I have Bipolar do it or someone else. We used Dylan to make our logo for the LL Spool J one. We'll have those all year.
Yeah.
See if I can find that one. That's harder. Yeah, he's just murdered it. Other than that, I've always used like Bipolar, you know, someone like helps my I don't know. I get too busy and I get too wrapped up in stuff, and like the t-shirts end up going on like the back order because I get so many people asking all the time, you doing a t-shirt, you're doing a t-shirt, you're doing a t-shirt. Like we did the Bruce Springsteen stuff, and then just life got so hectic and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it always does, but still
man,
fun.
I don't know if I want to get in that t-shirt sales. Like apparently I watched old fucking Tom post up, or Jimmy Dale, excuse me.
Oh, dude, you have people screaming
like,
at you.
Yeah, I guess he goes, guess what? I guess you're not sending me my shirts. Apparently, there was like half the comments were about him not sending shirts. I was like,
yeah, no, it's how it always. They have no like, you know, customers have no consideration for anything at all. And dude, this isn't speaking to anyone in particular or nothing. I ain't never saying any names, but you'll have people that like order a t-shirt and they're telling their buddy as they order it, I know this, that I just want to support this driver, you know, I love this dude or whatever, so I'm gonna rock his shirt. And the whole point of this is to support you and help. And then you had, you know, how do they know if like, you know, you had a kid that's been in the hospital all week or what you have going on? You couldn't get this out right away. And now they're like in your DMs, just calling you every name in the book. It's like, bro, you know, like I meant to send this out, or I meant to do this, but obviously, you know, when my kid broke his arm and is sitting in the hospital, like, what do you want me to do? Yeah, I wasn't going to leave and go home, and you know what I mean? So I don't know. People are pretty relentless on things sometimes. So yeah, I saw that with Jimmy Dale, and that looked like a bummer. Because I promised, like, wasn't that the same deal? He was in the hospital?
No, he said he hadn't posted a video in like 3 weeks or whatever. And I'm like, and then somebody's like, oh, I guess that's why you haven't got my shirt out or whatever. And I'm like, oh.
So that's another one DRD did. That's like the shirts we always have with us or whatever. But yeah, he does amazing work with the graphics. And I used 5250, which is a company Alec is hugely involved in. They actually did the printing. It was kind of tough to get people that wanted to do both sides like that with the chain and stuff. For some reason, a lot of companies I talked to were like, no way. And then Alec hit me up and was like, dude, he'll kill it. And they did. They did amazing job. And I had a bunch of special orders because I have like Big Matt. So like I had to order like a 6XL tall. And it's got to be tall. You know what I mean? Or otherwise it just makes them have a belly shirt. Oh, that's old. My hands are pretty good now.
You didn't have flare up or anything?
Well, I have a nurse and it's not Kate. It's a friend's wife who swiped up a bottle of the steroids that they give me whenever my hands do that. Good night, Brent. We'll be talking to you soon. She stole what they give me from her work, and now she'll shoot me up. So like if I get like a little bubble, like the other day, I got that little spot right there started. I instantly call her. She hooks it up, and it has been working so far to keep it from not doing what you saw in that photo. But yeah, that was wild. Yeah, it was definitely wild. Yeah, I'll be at Onondaga this week. It sucks. I'm not going to lie. We want to be in Kentucky. We want to be at a big race. Anyone watching this, man, Happy's race. If you're on the, what would it be? The east side of the Mississippi is where you want to be. And Utah. Pop that up there one more time. Is where you want to be if you're on the west of the Mississippi. Both those events will be awesome.
Onondaga will probably 15,000 guaranteed in small tire.
Yeah, and that's huge. And what Happy's is going to be a huge pot too.
Oh, yeah.
Onondaga will not. Onondaga will probably be 12, 15 cars or something. Probably be some fast guys up there that are Michigan guys, but probably won't be the hugest car count. But for me, I don't miss my kid's birthday, and I get to go to the track with my family, which is super fun because our little man, the littlest one, Graydon, that boy, like, I'm not kidding. If I fire up my car and he's in the house and whoever's in the house will not let him outside, this dude throws a tantrum like you cut his arm off. Like, he loves the car, I think, more than me. He'll be 2 here in a month. I think 2 months. He'll be 2. But yeah, it's going to be real cool to get him to the track because he loves it. He's the kid I wore at the one race where my car was broke, and I just wore him on my stomach or whatever in that crazy baby. I was trying to be Megan Mitchell and show her, hey, man, guys can do this too, man. But yeah, he loves it. And obviously Noah does. And Crazy Cora this year has constantly been making me watch the SRC War in the Woods teaser over and over again. And she claims she's taking Noah's job this year, lining up the car with Bill. So she's the one that's going to put me in the box while Noah shoots photos. So I'm super pumped on that. This will be the first race this year that the family gets to go to. And obviously Onondaga's like home, and all the local people from town and the surrounding towns come out and hang at the trailer and stuff. So it's a really good time. So we'll have fun no matter what, but we definitely, would rather probably be in Kentucky racing for some big money this weekend, just because that's a cool race. I would love to go to Utah. I'd love going to new places. And out west is really cool. We're now sponsored by Nitrous Express, so your damn elevation don't scare me anymore. If we're having any issues, we'll just spool that bitch with all the nitrous you can handle. But yeah, I really want to go to some places. I'd love to hit Las Vegas. I'd love to hit Utah. Utah's a beautiful state. Yeah. I'd love to just visit it just to see. Same with like Denver, all that area. Go hang with E's and B's. He needs to set up a huge no prep or take control of a track and get that going for us. Then we could go out there and just blaze weed, hang out for a couple days. He could show us around. Yeah, that is awesome, man, because so many people know Noah for shooting. Oh, Big Tasty. So it is like a lucky situation where I can let him roam around a place like War in the Woods and know that he's never not within 5 feet of someone that will literally knock a motherfucker out if they fuck with him. So I don't have to worry, like, is my kid getting fucked with or something, and can stay focused on the car. Yeah, that's definitely cool. So many people look out for him when he's at the track. It helps, too, that he looks like he's 15 years old when he's really only 10. It's so fun. Wait till you see him again, dude. Like, I bet he's put a half a foot on.
Damn.
He's almost as tall as me, wearing the same size shoe as me now.
Oh, boy. Bro. That could be bad.
Oh, dude, I've got like 3 years left where I can tell him, motherfucker, before he looks back at me and is like, motherfucker. And I'm going to have to be like.
You're going to be like, motherfucker. He can be like, motherfucker.
Exactly.
That's one thing about us old men, though. It's, we know how to scrap.
Oh, dude, I would say that too. Like, if you look at this new generation, like, you know how when we grew up, you watched a couple of those fights where an old dude whooped the fuck out of it, and you were like, whoa, that probably shouldn't have went that way, but he had that old man strength, or that, yo, you don't know how bad my life's been and how much I've been shitted on, and I'll just projectile it all on you right now. Yeah. Like that will to survive or that extra step. But, dude, this new generation has none of the fight we had when we were young getting whooped by old dudes.
We're fucking doomed, man.
Like, some old dude whoops on a young kid nowadays, he's probably gonna kill the damn dude.
I'm glad I'm already on the downhill slide here, man, because this world's going to hell quick, like really quick.
It definitely is heading in a weird place.
It's headed to the shitter.
Back. I have faith that
hopefully it can be, but it's headed towards the shitter.
I mean, I feel like it's starting to come that way. How many people have you watched like switch opinion on what's going on? And we're starting to get them back. People are going to realize after a while they don't want to live that way. They want to go back to living how we did. Where people had fun and went outside without masks and stuff. Like, yeah, the Tabers are wild too, man. That was a good guess there, and they turned around and won the next week too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. See, there's another one because he won at where did he win at? They won on the street.
National Trails. Won the buyback race at National Trails on 7 cylinders.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
They won on the street too, but they ended up winning an event too. The next event they entered. I mean, the buyback race, but either way, they still rolling home with money. Come on the show, roll home with money. That's how it works.
Who y'all think we should get on next?
Yeah, man, we're always open to suggestions too. And please don't tell me Hate Tank. I would do anything to get Hate Tank on here. But that guy don't even have Facebook. Like he is.
I'm about to say I don't even think he's.
I don't even know if he has a cell phone to call it. And that's what makes Hate Tank what he is. Like that's the legend of that dude. Like, at least for me, he's like a legend figure. Like he shows up. He seems like one of the coolest looking. It's like Sam Elliott rolls into the building. You know nothing of him. No one's ever seen his car, his setup, or anything. Like religious to the point that, remember, at one event one time, he crashed or something and someone saw under the hood and he literally made a point to change his combo instantly after that so no one knew what he had again. Like,
why is it so bad up there up north? I mean, Brandon used to be the same way. I mean, they're same area, same,
I don't know, like that, like I imagine they used to grudge race or something. Like that's got to be a grudge racer type of thing where
they don't really grudge race up there anymore. Now it's all fucking no prep and shit.
I know. I don't know. I don't ever care what anyone knows. I'm gonna end up rolling through your pit anyways and asking for spare parts or something I broke. So there ain't no hiding here. I want everyone to know. So when I'm at the track and I say, yo, I got a lifter down, 6 people message me and say, hey, I got LS lifters in here. I don't know if they're the same or what. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I see an advantage to people knowing what I have, but I don't know. Nowadays, everyone's won with every single combo ever made. So,
yeah,
just figure your shit out. Yeah, and they're really cool guys. They came to the Turn and Burn event last year. They went to the finals with Preston's. They're great guys. Like, I've never had an issue now with any of them, like, and never heard of people having an issue. Like I said, he just shows up. No one knows he's coming 90% of the time. He just he didn't call me and say, hey, I'm coming to Turn and Burn. He didn't message me and say, what's the rules? He just showed up. All of a sudden, I was like, shit.
You see that big old Peterbilt rolling in, you're all like, oh,
yep. I was like, damn, dog, that's sweet. Like, I was honored to have him there. He's just a really cool guy. Like, the whole story of him is awesome. His car's awesome. It looks awesome. Just a really cool guy. Different than everyone else.
Yep.
I don't know if Molly's back racing or not. It is real cool seeing Billy and Molly with the new kid. It looks like they're super happy and the kid looks super healthy. So that's way cool. But I don't know. I saw he put a post up waffling the Cobra Kai car because he didn't want to cut it up for Molly because Molly wants to go faster. So it sounds like they're building Molly something to drive. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
CJ and Jess. Raggedy
CJ won somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, Raggedy Ann. Yes, he did. He won at KD and then turned around and, I don't know, went to 52, which is that 330-foot track. Am I correct? I think so. I think that's the 330 track, and said something happened in the semis. Sounds like some goofy stuff happened, so I don't know.
Jimmy and Poland would be cool. We try on here to have, some of the lesser known people where, we try to use this to let people, find out about people in different areas they might not know about, because there's a lot of really good racers that stay local and all the locals know them. Like another beast is Phil Hines. Like Phil Hines is a bad motherfucker. He's been doing this forever. And a lot of people don't even know him. Like, you know what I mean? Know of him or his car. He'd probably be a really good guy to have on here too. We really want to get Pablo on here.
Yeah.
But that boy's so fucking crazy. I don't know if he can come on or like even talk about a quarter of his life. Like
he'd have to come in disguised.
Yeah, like maybe we put like the blur over his face and alter the voice.
I'll send the El Gringo
yeah, he can
mask.
wear the wrestling mask and we'll put like a voice box in. Brent
maybe I'll get OBS figured out by then.
Brent would definitely be a good guess. I thought about maybe reaching out to like Jarrett Bradshaw and Patches because I don't feel like they get, they end up on a lot of shows. And man, if anyone in the world right now deserves some recognition.
We got to go through Corey though to get that happen.
Yeah, maybe Corey could do what he did in your video and get them to come on for us because that'd be really good. I'd love to talk to them. They're great guys.
Miss Maverick,
and they're fast.
People know her.
I'd love to stare at Miss Maverick the whole time, dude. The first time we saw her, you know what she reminds me of?
What?
The redhead in Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I was about to say. As soon as
but in real life,
but in real life, yeah, built the same way.
Like she's so pretty online. You see her in real life, and it's like So this is how crazy this was. We went to Katie, and we pull into Katie, and everyone on here has seen videos of Katie and seen the hill. Bro, you go there in person and look at that hill, and it is so much crazier than the videos, and it's crazy to look at in videos. Like, it just blew me away in person.
I know the very first time I drove by there because I was driving to it.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, I see it, and I'm like, I do like a double take. I'm like,
yup, same here. I was just like, oh my, wow, like that hill is crazy. That's what I did when I saw Miss Maverick.
The double take?
Well, yeah, like you see her online, you see how beautiful she is. You see her in real life, and it's like, it's unbelievable. She is so pretty and has such an amazing attitude and such a beautiful smile and is into cars. Like, yeah, she'd be super awesome to have on, but she's on a lot of podcasts and gets a lot of recognition, obviously, for what she does. But yeah, go ahead and keep throwing suggestions in the comment section, like throughout these shows. If there's someone you really want us to talk to, man, we are definitely all ears. I'd like to get Chicken Hawk on here one time. I feel like he hasn't done too many interviews, and his car is super interesting and seems like an awesome dude. Yeah, dude. Like, I'm telling you, her waist, it's wild. And yeah, Tony and Tess are both really, really cool people. They've been car guys their whole life. Like that picture of the gray mare doing that wheelie on the street with her standing there, like that has to be one of the most iconic street photos. Like that'll go down in history forever. Like that photo 50 years from now will still be shared. It's that fucking badass of a photo. I wish to God I took it. I wish I could claim it that I shot that photo. Schoolboy would be a good guy to have on too. But until he brings the Mustang back out and drops the RC cars for a week, I just can't do that. I love you, Nick, to death, but get that fucking car back out. What's his name? Stefan from down by you guys.
Stefan, yeah.
Would be a great guy. Waylon Pease is another guy I'd like to get on at some point. He's running 2 cars now, right? Like El Curry and Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, dude. Like that photo, dude, that photo is so dope. Like that photo is dope. Like that whole setup, what they did, right? Is just so awesome. Bumpers, standing the bumper on the street is cool. Knowing that that's like a fucking stock block 302.
Yeah, with
like
5-speed in it.
Yeah, with a 5-speed is insane. Yeah, I mean, Big Chief is really cool, dude, and I really respect his knowledge, but they do their own show and stuff. Everyone can go watch Chief. But he's an amazing human being. And I don't know if he has time for us. He's busy, dude. Ryan and the missus, but everyone knows Ryan. They do their own show too. Like I said, a lot of what we're doing is trying poolside with Ashley Mort. Bro, it's a good thing your name's Jet Black and not your real name, man. You might have to deal with might get you. I don't know what you mean. Like SRC, I like SRC. I like Billy and Tommy. I think a lot of people like them. There are some people like Blue Collar attacks them all the time, but and the new motor in the Nova, I don't know. I did watch that video. That fucking thing looks like it's flying, going straight as an arrow.
Now he said what he said, a new personal best or whatever already.
Yeah, I mean those dudes are always going to be tough to beat. They work their asses off.
Yeah,
like you can say whatever you want about them or not like something about them, but bro, there's no one else that. I mean, they work as hard as anyone in the game, and they test a ton, and they work hard. They'll always be fast, no matter what they do. Stephen Little would be a good one to have on too. He's always entertaining and crazy. I don't know. Hopefully, Limpy, let's see who you can meet out in Utah this weekend.
Oh yeah.
If you got anyone that's super wild out there, I'd love to have them on. Let's shine.
Well,
the
guy that puts it on, that puts the deal on. He's the one that raced Nate here in Texas when he had the Pro Charge, when he had Mamba, and Cody had the had his that Chevelle Pro Charge Pro.
Oh yeah.
That's the dude that puts it on.
Fuck it. Let's do him next week. See if he wants to do it while you're out there. If he's watching, holler back at us. All right, Limpy. I got to go get some food. I got to get up with kids and get them to daycare in the morning.
All right.
What else do I got to do? I got to do something else. There's a reason that I'm even getting food. We'll figure it out.
Is Jeff's car back yet?
Jeff's?
Yeah.
No, but I talked to Garrett all weekend, and he told me that we probably picking this up Sunday. Me and Jeff are going to stay the night Sunday night and go through a few things, and then Monday we're going to tune it up and get it all good to go. And then I'll probably load it up and bring it home. And I just want to go over a couple things, set a couple things up, probably run it down the road, like not even getting on it, just run it down the road to make sure like the brake bias is, at least in the ballpark before we try to send it. Get some testing on it and get going. Super excited about that. Should be a lot of fun. Having two cars is always better than one when you break one.
Yeah. Oh, he's talking about David Ray.
Ethan would be a good guy to have on. He helps with Kevin's Nova, Kevin Cassette's Nova. What the fuck is the name of that? Dude, the Nova looks identical to Jeff's. Like you'd swear to God it was.
Oh yeah,
Furious, but it's not. I can't remember what the name of that car is, but Ethan is the guy that's on Mike Corley's show that he does. Ethan's that dude that come running up that bet against Mike Corley.
Oh yeah,
like that iconic video.
Yeah, when he's all like,
yeah, wow, bro was on a ton of mushrooms, dude. When he did that, dude, that he'd be a good guy to have on for sure. Ethan would be pretty funny. And he bets, like, that's how I met Ethan before he was even involved in Kevin's car. Ethan literally would be at all these out of town races I would go to betting on the line. He's from Michigan. And like, that's, yeah, he bets a lot. Joey's definitely interesting. Joey's even more interesting nowadays. He shares a lot more secrets and is a lot more talkative about stuff. So yeah, he'd be a good one.
Well, yeah, he's having a race this weekend too.
Yeah, he's got an event. That's right. Anyone in that area in the Midwest, man, go check that out. It's super interesting. He's paying every round. You win some money. It's neat. I don't know. I haven't been in one yet to tell you my full opinion, but it sure sounds cool. I'm a strong believer that one of the things we got to do to keep this class alive is pay back a little bit. Like, you know, if it's a big dollar event, we should be paying back 4 spots, you know, and it'll keep the lower guys coming because they win money here or there, and it justifies paying the buy-ins to events when you win money. So, like, me personally believes that paying back, and I don't want to do that at an event like Gangster's Paradise, where we're saying, or like Corey's race at Shady Side, where we're saying we just picked the 50 baddest dudes in our opinion, and we're going to make them go at it. I'm completely fine with that being a winner-take-all situation. I mean, we got the baddest of the bad here. We obviously all think we can win this race and are very confident in it. Let's go. But when we're doing, you know, your average race every week, we just need to be paying back, I think. And I'm stupid and don't know it very much, so I could be wrong, but that's my opinion on it. Sam Walsh would be a good one, as long as we can get his sister on with him to describe knocking that fucking knot in that chick's head. If we could do that, I would love to have
fucking
Sam
unicorn. She's like, bam, and I was like, holy shit.
Someone we're gonna do, or I'm really hoping he says yes, which I think he will. And I'm telling you right now, dude, you will not want to miss this episode. Is the week of War in the Woods, I plan on Jamie Deere.
Oh yeah,
coming on. And dude, the old school hill climb, like announcing Jeff rolling around the world with Jeff stories, are going to be good. Like, Jamie's lived a very interesting life, and he's, in my opinion, the best announcer there is. Like,
and he's a wild man,
and he's wild and so cool. Like, if you're friends with, man, he's such a good guy. Man, there's so many good guys.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what fixes everything. And yeah, a lot of us split at races or whatever. But I'd prefer it just be set in stone. Like, in my opinion, and this is probably not a fully liked opinion, but if you have like a $5,000 pot, to me, I feel like third and fourth should get $500, second should get $1,000, and first should get $3,000. But
yeah,
I don't know. That's me.
He sent Devin sent me this. Said he presses me every day. Wait, there's audio. Oh wait.
Holy shit. Dude, the best part is the lug still on there.
Did you take lug nuts off that thing? Yeah, get that wheel off.
Yeah, I would definitely. We should bring that dude on. Mark Mauser in Chickenhead, dude. That Mark has had a wild life too. Wild. And that dude will race anything, anywhere. And I mean fucking anything. If I called that dude right now and was like, yo, my sandrail will beat your sandrail right now. I've got this beach I made at my house. Come out. That dude would load up and come out right now. Like, right fucking now, dude. Mark would definitely be a good dude. And dude, he's got some wild stories too. Like, oh, I got a story right now I'd make him tell. Yeah, we'll probably have Mark on too. Another good dude's like Joey LaRoque, man. Joey LaRoque is such a good human being, man. I'd love to have him on too. And Daniel Welch with Muff Diver is another really good dude.
Yeah.
He's a champion arm wrestler and shit. Has some of the most crazy younger kid photos you've ever seen of him, like at 18 trying to look hard. So good, dude. He'd be a good one too. So yeah, we definitely got some people that we can get on here. I try to sprinkle the Michigan people in, so I'm not looking as biased as I actually am, because I love my Michigan guys. But
yeah,
those are some good ones. But I got to go get food. I love you guys.
See y'all later.
Till next week.